Hello and welcome back to Near Mint Condition, everybody. I am Dom of X, Near Mint Condition extraordinaire, and today I've got an epic panel to talk about the upcoming Edelweiss Spring 2026 catalog, and we're gonna go over. We got a lot of cool panelists. The first person to my right is.
Hi, long-time viewer, first-time panelist.
The overthrown Omar.
Omar.
Grew up watching the channel.
I grew up watching Near Mint Condition. What can I say? Greatest collected edition channel on the planet. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me on.
You heard it for your first, folks.
Thank you.
With the awesome Superman shirt as well. To their right is none other than one of my best buds, and that is none other than...
Hello, it is Crisis with a K here from CrushingCrisis.com and Crushing Crisis on YouTube. And I've been reading every single DC comic book for 2 years now to be waiting to be invited on a stream with Dom. I get to hang out with this guy all the time, but Dom, this is special. So I really been studying, and I think I'm ready, and I think I'm worthy of you today, Dom.
I think that Crisis reading everything from Donna DC on forward has been one of the most wonderful things to hear as a DC fan since pretty much their inception. So this is an honor. Thank you for joining us, Crisis, for, and everything else. To the person beneath me is none other than another one of my best buds, and behind the mask is...
Adorable Omnidog from Omnidog's Vault. Thank you for having me here on your show, Dom.
Oh, wow. Of course. Thank you for coming.
Today. Okay.
And yes, we are very happy to have you on the panel and the show, Jess. And to that person's right and beneath Crisis is none other than...
Yes, Lars Pearson, publisher and editor-in-chief of Mad Norwegian Press, formerly of Wizard Magazine. And thank you all for joining us. As you know, these DC catalog shows get to be a bit of a marathon. I hope you've all pre-gamed, had a nice meal. I hope you got some food for you. We're going to attempt to handle this in a dignified fashion, okay? Because I used to work out at the gym with this guy we called the Suicide King, okay? And while he was pumping iron, he was like screaming as if he was being murdered, okay? He was praying to God and all this. So we're going to attempt to pump the DC iron, but in a calm and dignified manner, accepting that Peter's on the call, so anything could happen.
Well, that is exactly how I comport myself when I'm on my run every day. So I'm going to do all my...
You are the Suicide King, but you're running.
Yeah, right after this. No, I hate nothing more in the world than running, and that's what I'm going to do right after this stream.
Woo!
So...
Yeah, you ever tried biking? Different show, but yeah, biking might be better on your knees the older we get, just saying.
Well, I have to get a bike because I'm putting it out publicly here so people can murder me about it if I don't do it. I want to do a triathlon later this year. I've already got the swim and the run down, so I have to buy a bike.
I love
we'll
that.
See. We'll clap when I have the medal, Tom, but that's...
I've done quite a triathlons in my day. I've gone from like trade paper.
We're not talking about Marvel DC and Image.
Absolute edition.
Physical triathlons, Omar.
Nothing new.
I worry you're a bit like the actor Eddie Izzard. Go online sometime and look up how Eddie suddenly got it into their head that they wanted to do like 6 marathons or something like that, and went to the doctor and said, "How do I, get prepared to do a marathon?" And he was told, like, "Well, you're gonna need like 6 to 9 months to get ready." He's like, "I've got 6 weeks." And just did a shocking amount of marathons, so it can be done.
6
right.
marathons.
Who is Eddie Izzard?
Eddie
Izzard is one of the best British comedians ever.
That's what she's telling me. I don't recognize him.
Yeah.
And she has done a one-person show of Hamlet where she did every single character in Hamlet.
Yeah. And has the infamous cake or death line.
Yes. Okay. But on to DC Comics.
All right, Dom. We got a lot to talk about, but
we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about, but I would like to first make the break for 2 specific omnibuses. Thanks to our wonderful friend over at DC, Dustin Kitchens, as in regard to these, and for Omar in relaying them. And if I can share my screen, we will be able to see these. The first of which is the mapping and edition for The Flash by Mark Waid Omnibus Volume 3. Which now collects Flash issues 142 to 163 and issue 1 million as a part of the DC 1 million events, annuals issues 10 to 13, Showcase 96 issue number 12, the Green Lantern and Flash Faster Friends parts 1 and 2 as part of that fun crossover with Valis and Mike's on the art. Speed Force issue number 1, The Flash Secret Files and Origins issues 1 through 2, The Life Story of the Flash by Iris Allen one-shot, and The Flash 80-page giant issues 1 through 2.
So
Fabulous.
The edition here is 163, which up until just now was an orphaned issue because Jeff Johns' Omni starts with issue 164.
Mm-hmm.
And this was originally supposed to go to 162, so they did add 163 in there. I love the fact that the life story of Flash is in there. I love that book. I still have that hardcover.
Yeah.
So this is volume 3. Will there be a volume 4 with the Wild Wild West and that era of the Flash? Who knows? Maybe.
Well, I will say that Mark Waid is returning to the Flash as a part of the upcoming DCKO event starting this October. So there is now more added on material if they do so decide to collect. I mean, all of those issues are sparsed in anyways, but it would be interesting to see if they add the DCKO tie-in issues in the future.
Okay, so that's the first one. The second one I'm really happy to talk about because a lot of us have been waiting a long time for this particular book.
Yes, indeed.
Dom, can you show the next slide, please?
I can, indeed. And this is the Superman Brainiac Reborn Omnibus that was part of the catalog. We just didn't know exactly what was in it. But in this collects Action Comics 647 to 658, The Adventures of Superman, issues 461 and 2471, and annual issue number 2. Legion in ... annual number 1. Lex Luthor, the unauthorized biography with that famous smug cover. One Shot Superman issues 38 through 48. Superman Special issue number 1. And Superman Under a Yellow Sun, a novel by Clark Kent. One Shot.
So this is the gap filler that we've been wanting for a long time. This is the one that takes place after Exile and before Superman the Triangle Years Omnibus Volume 1. The one people were like, oh man, DC did not map this properly. We've had Exile reprinted. They probably forgot about this era, but they didn't. So this is the one. I think we called it, Peter, was it Eradication, something like that?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, on the poll, we called it either Exile Aftermath or Eradication. And this ranked, by the way, number 6 on the Tiger Eyes second annual DC Most Wanted Omnibus poll this year, up into the top 10 from where it was the year before. And also that Flash book, by the way, was number 16 on this year's poll. So we have 2 huge top 20 books, and we're going to be talking about a third one before the stream is over.
Yes, some of you have only been waiting 10 months. Yeah. I have been waiting, oh my gosh, almost 10 years now. Because there was a time when we didn't know what was going to come out. We had Exile, and we had the hopes that this would come out, and then we would have like the lead into Death and Return. But now we have confirmation that they are doing it. So very nice, very cool.
Thank you also, DC, for a great title rather than something absurd like Road to the Triangle Era.
It's Road to the Path to the Death of the Return of Superman, Lars.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, that is my blundering. Yes, thank you.
But the solicitations for this one in the catalog were a little confusing, and people were worried that this was going to be a Brainiac anthology series. So it was definitely one that I was going to ask about. Hopefully we'll get more of the content as we go on, and all of that is approved, so we can make some videos with the announcements of the proper content for these books. Because as we know, before we look at the catalog can be a bit of a mess at the beginning. With page number and then the prices, and sometimes it's a mistake whether it's a trade paperback or a hardcover or an omnibus or an absolute edition, and then most of the time it's the content that is the issue. And the reason that it's called Brainiac Reborn is because it's that Brainiac trilogy that's in here, the very beginning. And actually, I saw the mapping of this, and it is freaking excellent. It's phenomenal what they're doing with the mapping. So big shout out to DC for that. Yep. Okay, catalog time.
Indeed.
And make sure people share away, by the way, because there's a lot of confusion as to what these books were.
Yeah, so go ahead, screenshot it, do all the things that you all folks do. We have 171 books specifically in this Edelweiss catalog, which is...
We got this. Can you make it bigger?
I can indeed make it bigger for the folks here at home. Is this big enough for you, Omar?
It's
A little bit bigger.
maybe a little bigger.
There you
This is-
Are you allowed to suggest stuff? Yeah, I always take suggestions, whether here or the Marvel solicits, or I'm sorry, catalog. So if you have suggestions, by all means, please.
He's
let us
suggesting
know.
you go grab a drink.
James, James is here, right? Guy in the chair, James. He's writing some things down. All right, take it away, buddy.
All right. Whenever you guys want to, we're gonna quickly run through some of these smaller titles and then get on to the bigger ones. Absolute Batman Volume 2. If you guys have not been reading Absolute Batman, it is arguably the biggest talked about Absolute book as there is. And every single origin for every one of these villains has me at the edge of my seat in no ways or forms. This is Nick Dragotta and Marcos Martin continuing on the Absolute Batman chain. I don't know if you've been reading this, Crisis, but hey, Bane is he's pretty big.
He's a large man. You know, the 2-issue Dr. Freeze arc with Marcos Martin, I believe, was the artist there.
Marcos,
Cool. Very cool stuff.
Does anyone know why it's 240 pages? Yeah, the first one was 192 pages. I know I just recorded my video. I was hoping, I hadn't seen Bane, by the way, up until now. Because the first one ends on the cliffhanger of like, we got to get Bane. And I'm like, oh man, what if Batman is huge in this universe and Bane's like a really skinny, super smart guy? That would be so awesome. So, big guy. Okay. I don't know why it's 240 pages. Does it say what it collects?
It does not.
Okay, so we don't know yet.
The first collection had issues 1 through 6, which you can now get, by the way. We recently did an overview of it, and it came out in both standard size hardcover and trade paperback for those wondering.
And just like this will as well.
Just like this will as well. We are getting a trade paperback of Absolute Power, which was the big DC event that led right into All In for lack of prepositions. Mark Waid and Dan Mora doing their own little mini Crisis event, if you will. But again, hopefully that comes out in Omnibus.
It was actually really good. It was how would Amanda Waller take out everybody? Yeah, great stuff.
To dinner?
Yes, and who would pay the check?
Right.
I hope Amanda's paying for
She
the
keeps
check.
trying to give it to Batman. He says, "I'm not Bruce Wayne. Get away from me."
And I will say Absolute Power is one of those ones that really does benefit from reading the side series and the tie-ins. The main series of Absolute Power is just fights, drawn by Dan Mora. So really, can you go wrong? But a lot of the context is in the tie-ins for this one, as a well-executed event should be.
Is indeed. Continuing on, we do have the compact edition of Batman, the White Knight, collecting the 8-issue series by Sean Murphy, with Matt Hollingsworth on the colors. We'll also be talking about another collection of this book later, so more to come. We've got Enter the Cheetah for a DC Finest Wonder Woman, which is the volume that follows directly after the Introducing Wonder Woman DC Finest, with the first appearance of Cheetah, along with some other characters as well. What they have featured here on the contents are issues 5 to 9 of the 1942 runs of Wonder Woman and Sensation Comics. Sensation Comics issues 19 through 34, Comic Cavalcade issues 3 through 7, and All-Star Comics issue 20.
So apparently, maybe the Bane arc and Mr. Freeze will be the issue 7 through 13. So one more issue.
Yeah, they did the same with Absolute Wonder Woman. Like Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 2, I'm going to presume is going to collect issues 7 through 14 because they have, or 6 through 14 or 13 or whatever, rather, because there's a 2-issue arc with the origin story of Absolute Diana. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same for Batman.
What is Peter? You already have the Omnis of this era, right?
Yes, and I know Wonder Woman pretty darn well.
Is there anything new here that was not in the Omnis?
No, this is very carefully following the way that the Omnis are mapped. This is the second DC Finest, and it is going to take us through 1944.
Okay, cool.
All right, continuing on, we have a brand new 2026 edition of the Federal Bureau of Physics, Volume 1 by Simone Oliver and Robbie Rodriguez at 160 pages, collecting the same material as the first volume, printing issues 1 through 7.
Anybody?
I love that series. So much fun.
Yeah, I read it too.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I remember hearing about it. I never got a chance to read it though.
didn't it have a different name when we were reading it?
Did like Collider or something like that? It had a different name at first.
This isn't. Yeah, I remember collecting it in singles and reading it, and the name changed. I love this series.
Yeah, it's a really fun vibe. It's almost kind of like the TVA or something. It's like one of these bodies that is like looking into why time and space is breaking down, but it's not a DC continuity book, and it's really fun and really cool looking.
All right, continuing on, we've got the new Krypton Saga Omnibus Volume 1 for Superman. This is the big or the first big book of this catalog, in 992 pages, $125. What they have listed here is collecting Action Comics 866 to 879, Supergirl issues 35 to 43, and annual number 1, Superman 681 to 690, and annual 14, New Krypton Special number 1, World of New Krypton issues 1 through 5, the World of New Krypton Special number 1, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen special issue number 1, Adventure Comics special featuring the Guardian number 1, Manhunter number 1 and 6, and the Flash number 12.
This was just inside of the top 100 on the poll this year. It was number 96. We didn't have it mapped exactly this way because we didn't know that it would collect so much of the mainstream Superman titles. We thought it would only look at the Krypton stuff. So this is a great example of something being mapped actually better than we thought it might be mapped. And always nice to see stuff out of the top 100.
So it's interesting the way that they have this map compared to the way that we had mapped it, and then even the way that I mapped it a few years back, because this starts with Brainiac with 866. So it's going back to that Jeff Johns era. And I wonder why they decided on Brainiac instead of going back to just Last Sun, for example. Maybe they have plans for that. That would be really cool. Like if they have plans for that era with not just Jeff Johns, right? Like we've seen before, but like Kurt Busiek and Fabian Nicieza and all the different creators that were working on the books at the time to make it like a big comprehensive omnibus. Kind of like what they're doing here in the new Krypton saga. I'm very, very, very excited for this book, by the way. I love this era. Love this era.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that they... Go ahead, Jess, sorry.
No, I just said same. I'm way excited for this.
This is something that I was wondering too about the coming of Atlas. Maybe they're keeping that for that book I was talking about. Like if they are going to do a collection like that with Jeff Johns, Kurt Busiek, James Robinson, I think that would be better fit there. That way you kind of start here with the idea of Brainiac and that City of Kandor, right? I think maybe that was what they were thinking. It's just so cool that we're getting this. Like, if you were to take a picture of every Superman omnibus released, like, let's just say 10 years ago, it would be like a Golden Age Superman, of reprint, and maybe that's it. And now it's insane what the amount of books we are getting just for Superman. It's like we got to play catch up. Man.
And the good part of this is because DC's been showing follow-up, we're going to get volume 2 of this too. I feel confident in saying that because we're getting, Secret Six number 2 and other number 2s that we just never thought would ever see the light of day. So this is great.
Yeah, as you say, they have been playing catch up on Superman, which is a little odd. Superman is the number 1 title that I have known parents to name their children after.
Nicolas Cage?
No, they've either named their kids Kent or Clark or, something along those lines.
Yeah, he definitely is a big name. It's just, I think a lot of it has probably to do with cleaning up some of that art from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
that's why we haven't gotten it. But now he's getting a lot of love, so that's great.
Yeah.
Very excited for this one. Let's keep on trucking.
We got Detective Comics Volume 2 of Tom Taylor and Michaela Yannon's run. For those who are not aware, Michaela Yannon is coloring himself for the first time ever in these pages of Detective Comics. It will take us up to issue 1100, which is crazy to say for Detective. This will come out in a trade paperback and standard size hardcover at the same time.
This has also got Lee Garbett on art, doing a really spectacular job. It's actually one of my top 10 comic book series of this year. It's really, really fun run so far.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I love when it's I think it's cool when like the big heroes are some of the best books. Spider-Man's great right now. Batman's great. Superman's great. Like I love seeing the biggest heroes have the best books. There's something fun about that.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember where you stood with Tom Taylor. Like if you like Tom.
Oh, he loves Tom.
Me and Tom.
Okay. Well, you're always down in Australia, right? Like just a skip
I know
away from you.
I gotta stick with my people.
Writers or people named Tom?
I liked him before I moved to New Zealand. Let's keep rolling.
Mutants.
Next.
Continuing on, we have the deluxe edition of Batman Universe. We already saw Superman Up in the Sky get a deluxe edition. So the material collected from Batman Giants issues 3 and 4 will be collected all in here by Brian Michael Bendis and Nick Darrington. I really miss Nick Darrington on art. I haven't seen him draw anything since those Batman Giants, aside from like a couple of variant covers, but I'm really excited for this. This is if you want Vandal Savage, you want Batman Brave and the Bold cartoon-like action, I think this is definitely the book you should pick up.
I'll go ahead and go on the record and saying this is the best thing that Brian Michael Bendis wrote at DC.
I agree with that.
Like I love those Walmart comics. I thought that was the best like introduction to a lot of people what DC has to offer. Really, I think it surprised everybody that he did not choose Batman and went with Superman instead.
Yeah, it could get to be a bit of a low bar with him at DC, but you're right. This was pretty good.
That's solid, man. Solid storytelling. Yeah.
This and Naomi season 1 were my two favorites from him at DC.
Yeah, Naomi was good too. I like that.
All right, moving on. We got the Trial of Oliver Queen, a DC Finest Green Arrow trade paperback at 632 pages and $39.99. This is going to collect issues Green Arrow issues 9 through 20, annual number 2, the Question annual number 2, Secret Origins 38, and Action Comics 609 to 616 and 624 to 635, as those issues do include Black Canary. This will follow up on the first Green Arrow DC Finest we had with Longbow Hunters.
Yeah, I think the Green Arrow by Mike Grell omnibuses they seem to be out of print now. So this is even better that it's coming out and you can buy the material.
Was the Black Canary material? I'm sorry, go ahead, Peter.
No, I was going to say it because I'm going to answer that question. Make me look smarter.
Okay. All right. Does anybody know?
Say it. Say the thing.
I'm asking the question. All right.
Okay.
What is the name of Lars' childhood friend that took away his innocence? No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Are the Black Canary issues included in the omnibus from the Action comic, the backup stories?
Well, not, sir. It seems like, at least in this period, the Green Arrow DC Finest is going to be incorporating Black Canary solo material that is not necessarily in the Grell omnibuses.
Yeah, that looks new. I mean, Question annual, Green Arrow annual, Secret Origins, that stuff I remember. But the Black Canary material from Action Comics, no, I don't think that was there.
That's what my friend a couple of months ago was mulling over and said, or asked me, like, hey, should I get the DC Finest Green Arrow Longbow Hunters or should I just get the two Omnis? And I said, there's a good shot that they're going to collect stuff that isn't in those Omnis in the DC Finest, because I think they've been doing a great job of adding cameos or special appearances of certain characters that aren't part of their main series into those trade paperbacks. So if you are a completionist, I mean, this is definitely the route you should go on.
Well, and depending on who you are, they're just nicer to read. The omnibuses look beautiful. I mean, they really do, but boy, they are chunky.
And many people have asked, and I've answered this consistently, I do think that first Green Arrow DC Finest is the best DC Finest out of all of the ones that have come out.
Oh, yes. Oh, so far. Yes.
Heavy endorsement. This material is stone cold classic.
Have you ever read it, Peter?
Yes.
The Mike Grell stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's just endorsing it, not having it.
Well, no, before the DC Finest came out.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he had read it before.
Sean.
No, I did. Yeah, I did. I try to read like the beginnings of each character, and that's the modern post-crisis beginning. So I've read Longbow in the beginning of the series. It's so good.
All right, Sean, hit him with the Hein.
Hit him with the Hein. How's it going, everybody? It's good to be here.
Welcome to the party, pal. You are on time. I think you're the only panelist besides Peter that's actually on time. You said like Peter at 7.
On time, sir. You're the.
Hey, easy.
I have the receipts, Omar, and I can show them.
I don't like that word.
Continuing on, we've got the second volume of JSA by Jeff Lemire and Diego Olortegui. Joey Vasquez, who filled on a couple of these issues, now with spectacular covers by Leo Romero, who Omar said would be coming back, and he has come back. $17.99 or $24.99, same hardcover trade paperback release as always, collecting issues 7 through 12 of the current JSA ongoing.
So Jeff Lemire is currently writing JSA?
Yes, along with a whole bunch of other books and Absolute Flash and all of his indies.
Whoa, man, that's big. That's big
Ragnarok is from Norwegian mythology. I'll expect my royalty check in the mail. So.
Ragnarok is from Thor. Nice try, Lars.
Isn't it interesting how we just, they just nowadays just shotgun out the hard cover and the soft cover at the same time? It's been going on a while. But I guess they decided, well, the market's there, so here you go.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the inevitable crossover between that and Justice League Unlimited. Kind of like how when Jeff Johns and Brad Meltzer teamed up with the Lightning Saga crossover on JLA and JSA back in the 2000s. I don't know. That's what I'm waiting on.
I love this book. I think JSA has been fantastic. Shout out to Gavin Guidry, who actually did an issue of it and will be coming on for an arc soon. This book is my first JSA book. And so I don't really know much about them, or I didn't at this time when it was dropping. I have loved these characters. Jeff Lemire has a deep understanding of them. I think he's tapped into something really fun. I went back and read the Jeff Johns JSA, and I can see the DNA of Jeff Johns' run in this. It feels like a modern version of that. So excellent stuff.
Have you read the 80s Infinity Inc. series, Sean, by any shot? Because I think you should, because I can see a lot of emulation from the 80s stuff as well.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to check that out.
High endorsement for me, anyways.
This next collection, can you highlight the cover? Because that is one of the most adorable.
Oh, I'm getting
it's so fun.
Jay Lee and June Chung on colors on Crypto.
I don't even care what's in this book. I just want to put the cover.
Mike Norton is drawing it, and Ryan North is writing it.
Oh, it's adorable. I've only read the first issue
good.
so far.
That's
It's really charming.
Yeah, this is a part of the Summer of Superman titles and wave that they've had currently.
And it looks to be a trade paperback, not a digest size. Now we're talking. Yeah. My wife just did an overview of the next book we're going to talk about, and she was like, "Is there a trade paperback?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, this is This was a standard size DC Black Label series. This is Peacemaker Tries Hard, very much like the Peacemaker show. Very much a different character from the 80s and 60s DC Finest that I read not too long ago. I'll collect again 6-issue series, Black Label, $17.99 for this trade paperback.
Yeah.
And on this very channel, you can see a old reader, new reader of me and the Wonder Maddie going through this book, I do believe.
Dude, I hope you liked it. It was
I laughed my ass off.
Yes, that's exactly. Oh man, he gets it.
Hal Starks is good, and Steve Pooh does such hilarious art. Like he really can sell a joke just with the expressions.
I got to drop the F-bomb because apparently you can cuss on YouTube now. So I can just actually read what it says.
Not on this screen, baby.
No, but on the video. Woohoo!
I'm so proud of you. All that master,
it's so good. It's
masters
so
in
funny.
English pays off.
Oh my gosh.
I may have mentioned it before, but I've actually witnessed Peacemaker Burlesque. Superb.
Of course you have.
The what?
Maybe very
Oh, God, now I'm never gonna hear the end of this one.
The who?
Peacemaker Burlesque.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a slightly adult version of the theme song.
Lars, of all the people I've ever met in my life, I think you are the one who I would like to know the most about, because I think you have a fascinating existence.
Not where I thought that was gonna go.
Like there's just so many layers. Every single time I watch a stream or I'm on one, I learn a new Lars fact. And
I've just tried to lead a very, varied and interesting life. It takes work. It takes a lot of work.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's all right, Dom. You're still young. You have time to get there. It's all right. So.
Okay, continuing on, another
Yes,
big one on
yes,
everyone's list. This
Hey.
is volume 2 of Milligan and Bacalo's Shade the Changing Man, collecting issues 27 through 50. $125 and 992 pages, which, if I'm not mistaken, is roughly the same size and at the same price point of the volume 1 of this omnibus.
It's exactly the same size.
So it's 38 through 70. 38 through 70, Vertigo Jam number 1,
Yeah.
and Vertigo X Preview number 1.
This
They
is
did update
just, I mean, the most shocking thing about this is that it exists. I mean, well done, DC, for the follow through, because, you know,
Yeah.
Shade the Changing Man, they put out a skinny trade paperback, then they started over and they put out like 3 slightly thicker trade paperbacks.
And that was it.
And then they just stopped and then they just quit. And it's like, oh my God, they're finishing this out. Fantastic. And the map, you know, it breaks in half very nicely. Well done.
Yeah, you get more Chris Bachalo. I think
Yeah.
I can never remember. I think he ends with issue number 50 is the last of his run.
No, I don't think he finishes it out. Yeah.
Was there more Shade? Like what about like Shade that the Changing Girl? There was a mini series. I thought
There
Milligan
was, and you know, Milligan has revisited the character after this, which is slightly odd because there's some time travel jiggery pokery in the end of this series that he seems to ignore in the follow-up appearances, which is a little strange. But yeah, really good to see this. I'm not even the biggest fan necessarily. I will probably buy this.
Oh, it's so out of this world,
Yeah.
man. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at the Omnis, man, coming in. All right, what's the next Omni we're looking at from
Oh,
DC?
well, by the way, that was number 159 on the Tiger Eyes poll, which is funny because once a volume 1 comes out, we know we're probably going to get a volume 2. People kind of drop it off their ballots a lot of times, but it was still ranked relatively high. Yeah.
I would not have immediately assumed there was going to be a number 2 here. You know,
No.
like, you kind
You
of
never know.
You cagily hope there's a number 2, but they've committed to it. Yeah.
Shade the Changing Girl.
Yeah, that was kind of,
Yeah.
that one was kind of fun. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, let's keep going with the
I
next
agree.
Omni.
And speaking of something that I thought was going to be a deluxe hardcover, but they decided to put it in an omnibus instead, is volume 1.5 essentially of Tom Taylor's Dick Grayson saga. But it is this is Titans at 760 pages. It was previously at $125, but they rounded back down to $100 as soon as it got on Penguin Random House. This is going to collect issues 101 to 101 to 104 Nightwing, along with 109 to 110, which are Beast World tie-ins. Issues 1 through 15 of Titans before John Layman and Pete Woods get on, and Titans Beast World issues 1 through 6. And I do find it interesting because the other Beast World tie-ins are not in this omnibus. We do have those Nightwing issues as well.
Are those
Also, there was a...
Go ahead, Peter.
Oh, well, the Nightwing issues 101 through 104 is actually an introductory arc to this. It's basically the volume 0 of this book. But there was also a Tales of the Teen Titans miniseries that kind of like echoed the 80s versions of Tales of the Teen Titans that kind of retold some establishing stuff for all of them. Even though it's not by Taylor, it was very much part of the run-up to the series. So I was really shocked to not see that in this. The Beast World tie-ins, there's not that many of them. I can understand leaving them out instead of just putting them as back matter. But to be missing both the Tales of the Titans and the Beast World tie-ins, it shows that when DC's putting out a Tom Taylor book, it's going to be Tom Taylor issues. I'm sure if we get a paperback compendium of this, it would probably have both of those other things.
This is issue 103 of Nightwing, by the way. If anybody wants to look it up,
That is the most Gen Z cover I've seen under the omnibus, man. That homage to that meme.
I can't believe they went with this cover.
They went with that cover.
One of my friends made a version of that GIF with my face on the guy, and I love it. I treasure it.
How much
I remember when I real quick. I remember when I was like 13 or 14 years old when that GIF started circulating. So seeing it recirculate back into my life like 8 years after the meme had already run its course was it was definitely a culture shock. I was like, man,
does it make you feel old, Dom? Does
it does make me feel old because
Good.
All right, good. That's what it feels like, buddy. How much double dipping does this do with the Tom Taylor Omnibus Volume 2?
It shouldn't.
Just the Nightwing issues.
None of those Nightwing issues.
Well, here's my thing, because for the last catalog that we had, Volume 1 had incorrect contents than what we eventually got. So I'm going to assume that Volume 2 also has partially incorrect contents on those as well.
Okay. We shall find out from DC.
Yes. But yes, I agree with Taylor. Would like to see those Tales of the Teen Titans, which there was a Beast Boy issue that also has some prelude credence here.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So
Somebody
I find
in the
that
comments
odd.
just pointed that out.
It's nice to see this as a separate volume rather than trying to constantly cram all of this material into the Nightwing run. Yeah.
Did you say cram, like thicker than a Snicker Omnis, are a bad thing?
Yes, I did.
Wrong with you? I want to feel like I'm reading something heavy. Bars.
Yes. Nightwing 1.5 Omni by Tom Taylor here on the 10th of February. We got the compendium, a second compendium of Tom Strong's. Here it's 752 pages, $59.99. We also have the contents here collecting Terrific Tales of Tom Strong 1 through 12, America's Best Comics Special #1, ABC Sketchbook #1, The Many Worlds of Tesla Strong #1, ABC to A to Z #1 and 4, Tom Strong and the Robots of Doom 1 through 6, and Tom Strong and the Planet of Peril issues 1 through 6.
Never thought I was going to get this. That is so freaking cool. I when that first compendium came out, I thought, oh, they're testing the waters. They're doing a compendium of just an Alan Moore character that not a lot of people talk about. So to have it now with the volume 2 completing the rest of this just makes me happy.
Yeah. There's not been a Tom Strong omnibus, has there?
Did they cover why Nightwing is missing 97 through 100?
I'm going to assume that's probably going to be in volume 2, and that the contents that we have here in this catalog are partially incorrect.
I think so too.
Yeah, they'd probably just switch it out.
That will be in Nightwing by Tom Taylor, Omnibus Volume 4.
One of my favorite books coming out right now, and also an Eisner winner, Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman's absolute Wonder Woman Volume 2, As My Mother's Made Me. Absolutely love it. Heartwarming.
That cover's killer.
Yeah.
8 through 14 here.
Is that it? Is Hayden Sherman?
That's Hayden Sherman, if I've ever seen it. I absolutely love what they're doing on everything.
Yeah, it's solid.
Wow.
Love it.
Absolute Wonder Woman has been a gem. I think all the Absolute books, they're mostly good to great, but Absolute Wonder Woman is near the tippy top of that list. And I think that it's no surprise that they won an Eisner, this creative team. This should be on everybody's shopping list.
Yeah, and it's a radical reinvention. I think we've seen so many Elseworlds of Batman and Superman before that the books are very good. I love Absolute Superman, but they feel like familiar versions, slightly tweaked. This is a radical reinvention of the concept of Wonder Woman, and who better to do that than Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman. If they don't win an Eisner just for art alone next year, in addition to the Eisner they picked up for best series this year, I will be shocked, because Hayden Sherman's running the industry they've got 3 different books out right now. But anyway, this is a great title.
I agree. Can we add Invincible Iron Man 113 to 115? Tom Taylor omnibus.
What the hell? Oh, man.
We also quickly going on. We got Batgirl Volume 2 Bloodlines, which is the current Cassandra Cain ongoing by Tate Bromwell and Takeshi Miyazawa. $17.99, collecting issues 7 through 11 of the run.
Very cool Lady Shiva stuff in this, if you're a fan of Lady Shiva.
I like Tate Bromwell. They're writing the House of
Slaughter.
Yeah, and Takeshi Miyazawa has been doing comics for over 2 decades. He's
a modern master.
Not really, not a lot of hype behind his art, but I dig it. He's fast too. Yeah. Indeed. How was the series? I haven't read it. Anybody read it?
Yeah, it's very good. It's taking a look at the dynamic between Cass and her mother, Lady Shiva. And I think that's a very interesting dynamic, something that I knew nothing about prior to picking up this book. And Tate has interesting ways of writing Cassandra that I think make that character stand out among a sea of Bat people. So yeah, this is definitely a strong book.
Okay. I think it's just nice to see Cassandra still in circulation. I mean, she's a character that, if they wanted, could probably be, buried and covered in dust pretty easily. But it's nice that they're still using her.
No, did you see the way people voted for the most wanted?
Well, no, I know, no, and that, no, she has her followers certainly. Yeah.
Not as many as Legion of Superheroes.
No, well, come on, let's get real. Nothing's.
She's got over 1,000 characters. It's not fair competing against one girl. All right,
we got book 3 of the Batman and Robin by Tomasi and Gleason line coming out February 17th, 416 pages. This is the bookend of the Batman and Robin run at issue 40. 29 through 40 are collected in here, along with the 3rd annual Robin Rises, Alpha, and Omega. Continuing on, we've got the Last Days of Superman, part of a Superman DC Finest collecting books and issues published from 1950 to 1951, including pivotal issues from Action Comics, issues 144 to 159, Superman 64 through 70, and World's Finest Comics, issues 46 through 53.
This is kind of a wild pick for DC Finest because it has totally departed from being adjacent to any of the other books, which has been the way that they've mostly been building the line so far. They'll do a kind of relatively new one and build out adjacent to that, and they'll do an older one. But this jumps, almost a dozen volumes past where the first DC Finest is in the Golden Age to jump to the 1950s.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've got 1950s, we got the 70s. We got the 1930s. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they are going from one spot to another with Supes.
Jess, did you read that era?
Not when it was published, but I've read it in this. I read the Golden Age omnibus and stuff, and I enjoy. I enjoyed it for what it was worth. I think it was what I just realized for Superman and Batman. I don't know why it took me this long to realize it. Is this stuff was pretty dark right when it started, and continued that way up until the Comics Code got instituted, and that's when those two books went goofy, man, and they were, so bland. And now I finally figured it out. It's because of the CCA. This is a period of kind of original feeling Superman before he got neutered after the CCA.
And for the
darn Frederick Wortham ruining everything.
What is CCA? Just
Comics Code Authority, which was instituted in 1955 or 54, and because 55. Okay, thank you.
And do you have that T-shirt? The CCA ruined my life. I'd love to have a T-shirt.
I would love to have that as a T-shirt. Yeah.
All right, we got a lot more to talk about.
We do, and we already talked about the Flash by Mark Waid, so we will gloss over that. We got a brand new edition of the Golden Age Omnibus of Green Arrow Volume 1 at $100, 192 pages, collecting the same previous contents that it did in the last edition that came out.
It was the only Golden Age Green Arrow Omnibus, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We never got correct. We never got past
Jack Kirby stuff.
It wasn't a big run. Yeah.
I haven't read this.
There is enough for another.
Is there? Oh, maybe there is.
I will take a look.
All right. We continue on. So we'll give us the answers there. We do have volume 5.
There is enough for a volume 2.
Yes. Okay. Sweeto.
Okay.
We got volume 5 of of the current Green Lantern run by Fernando Pizarro and Jeremy Adams. The Fractured Spectrum arc, collecting issues 19 through 24 of the current Green Lantern run by Jeremy Adams.
This run is incredible. If you dropped Green Lantern, because Green Lantern has had a few rough years, if you dropped Green Lantern after Jeff Johns, now is the time to get back on. Jeremy Adams has tapped into what makes this corner of DC so fun, so exciting, and he delivers that every single week. Right now, they just started an event, and so I think if you want to get in on the ground floor of that event, you should really check this stuff out. This run has been so aggressively readable and exciting. month over month, and it's got a companion book, Green Lantern Corps, which is also excellent. Good time to be.
Yeah, this run is great, and I am well known to not be a fan of Hal Jordan, and I love this book.
Not a fan of Hal Jordan.
Wow.
But he is the star. I'm not trying to say he's not in the book. He's in the book, and I like it. That's how good it is.
Who's your favorite Green Lantern then, Peter?
Joe.
Mullane.
Casado?
Oh, Mama.
Far Sector. Joe.
Oh,
Joe Mullane.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Joe Mullane. Oh
Gotcha.
my gosh.
I like that. Okay.
Victory John 4723. Thank you for the super chat. Any news on William Messner Loeb's Flash Omnibus Volume 2?
Not in this catalog, unfortunately. I was trying to see for the next book if I'm allowed to share what is collected in there. It's really exciting though. For the next book, the Green
Yes,
Lantern
indeed.
Sinestro Corps. And I don't, it hasn't been approved by DC, but I promise that everything you could possibly imagine that was left out of the Omnis is collected in here in a phenomenal reading order as I've gotten to see it. Not just for this book, and I'm not allowed to really say how many books there are going to be, but for a lot of the other books that are coming out in the compendium format. The compendium format makes me jealous for the the Green Lantern books, because it was the way that I think, oh my goodness, it should have been.
John's omnibuses.
Yeah, I wish we could remake that again in like a few years after some time has passed and maybe those books are out of print, and then properly do a Green Lantern like reading order in omnibus format. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But Sinestro Corps, I'll say that it does include every one of the Tale of the Sinestro Corps that were not included previously that haven't been collected.
Yeah. It's only been collected in the standard size hardcover, and that's it.
Not in the absolute?
Not in the absolute.
Yeah. But remember, even the absolute was missing a lot more than the Omni. The Omni at least had some of the tells, but the way that they're separating it, Ion Ion will be a part of it too. Remember how much I wanted Ion in the omnibus? What did I call it? Those Left Behind or something like that. Yeah, that's it's really cool. It's amazing program that they're doing and a project that's going to span a few compendiums and and we're going to see some more.
Yeah, this is this was my childhood. This is how I got into comics, and I'm very, very excited for the mapping of these respective compendiums. Like
you
guys will be
it's so many compendiums. Yeah. It's really cool how it's mapped out, and people are going to be like, that is the way to read that Green Lantern era. Yeah. It's amazing.
From 2004 on, I mean, this is I'm co-signed with Omar, and look for a video of it soon online, hopefully.
Oh, that compendium is almost 1,400 pages.
Oh, they're big.
They're big, yeah.
There's going to be people who don't feel the need to start at the beginning of Jeff Johns' run. They'll want to jump to this. So this is a smart move.
Oh, I remember I was just talking to somebody about this, how to me, this was the peak of like the Jeff Johns run.
That was me, Omar.
Was that you?
That was me. Yes.
Were you talking about issue 25?
Yes. That was my first ever issue that I read as a person, man.
Maybe it was no, I think it was somebody else today, man. That was just talking about how the new issue 25 just came out, and it was like a throwback. Like
crazy,
man, that's crazy. But yeah, I love them.
All right, continuing on. Yes, please be sure to stay tuned for these. We do have the Gotham Cycle, Batman and Robin, Volume 2, which is the end of the Memento arc, as Philip Kennedy Johnson is continuing onwards right after. This is going to collect issues 20 to 24 of Batman and Robin.
Awesome. And the next one is another one.
Yeah, we got
nice.
We got Tynan Omni Batman Volume 2. This is not the final cover. I will say before I go on to the collected material in here, I think they've been doing a wonderful job getting artists to commission brand new covers for their specific omnibuses, which I think is one of the coolest things that DC's collected editions department does for their respective books. But at 1,000 pages, $125, this is going to collect Batman issue 52, which is the tail end, written by Tynion in the New 52 run. Issues 106 to 117, Detective Comics 1027, Black and White Batman #1, Joker 5 through 15, Joker Annual 2021, Batman: The Secret Files, The Gardener, Peacekeeper, Miracle Molly, Alpha, and Omega of Batman Fear State, as that, of course, is the omnibus that this collects.
So what's missing from the Omnis in Volume 1 and Volume 2 is the entirety of the Joker War.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah,
and that must mean that they might have plans for that for something else, maybe. But yeah, this is it, right? I mean, this wraps.
This is it,
right?
Yeah. Right after that, we have a short intermission written by Joshua Williamson with Jorge Molina on art. That sort of leads into the Shadow War, which is something that can be completely different, and an omnibus that is in this catalog. That is the era right after Williamson is off.
Hey, BJ, dude, how are you doing?
You're just now seeing him? He's been slagging us. He says Lars is better than everybody, doesn't like Sean, wondering why he's not on.
Sean said that, not BJ.
I definitely didn't say that. But what BJ is in the comments trying to come for me again. He's saying that I can't play that piano back there. And I have repeated myself multiple times, when the incentive is there, I will jump back over there and play it. But BJ, you need to stop misleading the people.
It's true.
I'm ready.
I have never seen you play that piano badly.
Why is everybody around?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's move to the DC Finest, the Demon.
We got the Demon, the Birth of the Demon, which I can't remember who I was talking to. It might have been somebody in. This is going to collect the Demon issues 1 through 16, classic team-ups from Brave and the Bold, and random issues that are yet to be named from Detective Comics and Wonder Woman. $39.99, 536 pages. Apparently, I can't remember who, but somebody told me that they're going to restore the pages well in this one. So yeah, we shall have to see.
And those issues, by the way, are almost certainly Detective Comics 482 through 485 and Wonder Woman 280 through 282.
Yeah. This is one of those books that for people who really aren't into Kirby all that much that I would recommend. Again, it's heresy to say, but I respect Kirby. He was a visionary. He was fantastic. I find reading it. I don't really enjoy reading him. But I did like this and I did like Commandy. So I find Fourth World a bit tedious. So yeah, no, give this to people who aren't necessarily into Kirby.
All right, let's move on to Leah Williams.
Gotham City Sirens. Another off on books for a month for Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy. Leah Williams took them on another weekly series, this time Unfit for Orbit, with Heining on art. Issues 1 through 5 are collected in here. Although I find it interesting that this is a trade paperback, and I believe the previous collection of this one was a standard size hardcover.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it is. So this is only coming out in trade.
This is apparently only. Oh, yeah, only coming out in trade.
Bookshelf.
What did you say, Jess?
I said, thank you for ruining my bookshelf. I love having hardcovers next to trade paperbacks. Looks so good.
Jess, you need to give up that fight right now. Give it up.
This is how everybody felt like when I think Superman by Joshua Williamson Volume 1 came out in standard size hardcover, and then Volume 2 came out in trade paperback.
Yeah.
In the trade, yeah.
Dom, Crisis, are you reading this?
It is a comic book, which I have read.
All right.
Really like Haning's art. Great art from Haning.
The potential is clearly there. I mean, when Paul Denis was writing Gotham City Sirens, it really sang. Yeah, it can be good, but
he didn't stay on the book very long though, because Tony Bedard.
No, it's very choppy. His run was yeah.
I've loved what Leah Williams has been doing with the Sirens. I think she's got a very fun writing style that lends itself well to these characters. I love the first volume. I also loved what she did over on what was the Marvel
Exterminators?
book? Boom Exterminators. That was fun too. So if you like that kind of style, this book is right up your alley. Just wackiness, hot women doing hot girl stuff. It's a lot of fun.
All
Okay.
Sounds
right.
like
Sounds
somebody's
like my
talking to
Friday
me.
night.
Yeah, this is an Omni Dog book. Green Lantern Dark, which is a part of the DC Elseworlds imprint that they have recently just relaunched not too long ago. Werther Dell'Era and Tate Bromble are teaming up on the collab for this one.
That's that definitely is something killing children, and
That is definitely something is killing the children in House of Slaughter. So if you're a fan of any of this, I would definitely suggest picking it up. This is a 7-issue series, standard size hardcover.
Elseworld. Love that logo theme back up there. All right, Jess, now's your time to talk, buddy, because the next book has you written all over.
This is the Joker, the Bronze Age Omnibus, the 2026 edition at collecting the same material as the previous Joker series Omnibus.
Same page count, 832.
Yeah, same everything.
This is a book.
Thank you.
I urge everyone to sample it first before you, just because it's out of print and people are paying too much money for it. I urge you to sample some of the issues first.
I love that cover, though. That cover is so freaking awesome.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm not disagreeing. It's just what's
this
in
is
it.
This is Bronze Age. I thought you loved this book.
No, I don't. No, Bronze Age? No, this is late stage Bronze Age. Late half of the Bronze Age, which I do not dig.
Who pisses on the Bronze Age?
Wow.
Well, I'm just calling it like I see it, man. The second half of the Bronze Age was pretty weak.
Are you keeping it real?
Okay, you two need to stop. Now I feel like Don.
We're gonna keep it real with the next book.
Oh my god!
Listen, man. You wanted me to segue. I thought that was a segue.
The cringe.
It's a good dad segue. I like that. Justice League.
Book 3 of Jeff Johns' Justice League. This time with David Finch joining as part of the Justice League of America series. Ivan Reyes and Doug Mahnke collecting the Forever Evil event along with issues 24 through 35 of Justice League. And yes, Lex Luthor might have something big to deal with here in this one.
My uncle was diagnosed with late stage Bronze Age.
Yeah. It's sad.
What does that even mean? I love that comment.
You kind of start, you plateau a bit, and then you go down, you plateau a bit. So yeah.
All right, next up, Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific Year 1, which actually surprised me. I really dig. I dig the series. You've got Al Letson and Edwin Gallman, 144 pages, $17.99, collecting issues 1 through 6. Valentin DeLandro is also joining on the art on this one.
Sean, are you loving this?
It's good.
I'm not loving it. I have to.
You're not. Ooh,
I'm not.
Disagreement in the other direction. I'm obsessed with this, but I'm an easy mark for Mr. Terrific. I'm obsessed with him.
The first issue just didn't do a lot for me.
Fair. I can understand the why.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Terrific is his Hot Girl Friday book.
It is my Hot Girl book. It is very much.
That's cool. Okay.
Well, I love Valentin DeLandro's art, and I love taking a look at Mr. Terrific. He's not a conventional superhero. He doesn't have superpowers. He suffered an intense tragedy, much like the tragedies at the beginning of many DC superheroes. And he was just going to pack it in. He sold his company. He was just going to be a regular citizen who moped around his house and became, agoraphobic. And things happen in his life that turn him into the Mr. Terrific that we know today. And I just find that fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Part of the All In.
I want to get it.
He wants to get it. And we also have Dan Slott coming on to Superman as part of the All In and Superman line initiative. We got a standard size hardcover and a trade paperback for this one, $24.99 or $29.99, I should say, $19.99.
Raphael Albuquerque is the ongoing artist on the book.
Yeah, Raphael Albuquerque was apparently supposed to be the ongoing artist for Absolute Superman, but a flood prevented him from doing the ongoing, so he's now on Unlimited as a, reprieve, for lack of a better word.
This is a good question. Now, we heard why some compendiums aren't called compendiums. the Terrifics and the War World,
Mhm.
Superman War World. I don't know. I when I was doing my comparison, I thought, oh, that's right. I forgot it's not an actual compendium. It's just a trade paperback.
Right. But it's very much like in the size of a compendium,
Mhm.
in page count and thickness and everything else.
So speaking of absolute Superman, what is next, Dom?
What is next of Absolute Superman is a son of the Demon, Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval, who got filled in because of those specific instances I just talked about. Issues 7 through 14 are collected in here. Same $19.99, $29.99 hardcover trade paperback, same day release. It's a pretty wonderful cover. But yes, there is a reason to why this is called the Son of the Demon, and I will let you check it out.
That looks cool. What's happening there?
This series is I gotta say, like, for me, of all the Absolute books, at least the first wave, this is the one that I've been rooting for the most, because I feel like a lot of people were really down on it. There, a lot of people said, "Oh, Jason Aaron past his prime," blah blah blah. No, not at all. He's bringing heat with this book. He's doing different things with Superman. There's a Superman that we're getting to look at a slightly different angle because there you go.
Oh, Warren.
It's not a show without Warren disagreeing with
Hating
everyone except for Peter. Everyone except for Peter.
I just want to say this one thing. The most important thing to know about this version of Superman is that he does not leave Krypton as a baby. Yeah. He experiences a life on Krypton. So going from that to Earth causes this to be a very different version of the character that we are familiar with. And I have been enjoying the ride thoroughly.
This is my favorite Absolute book.
Ooh, I really thought it would be Absolute Martian Manhunter or Wonder Woman.
I love those books too. This is my favorite one.
Well, I can't wait to read it. I think it comes out next week.
It's Jason Aaron in Hope Core mode, which I love when he does. And the colors from Ulysses Areola are absolutely stunning and unify anytime there's a fill-in artist. You don't even feel it. They're all great artists, but the color look is really the defining factor of this book in a very successful way.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
The Absolute books I find interesting because, Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, but there are quite a few people prepared to argue unto death why their pick is better than all the other ones. Every single one of the Absolute books seems to have strong defenders. So
except for Green Lantern, but
for Green Lantern, apparently, that's the one.
I can argue for that book. I think that book
what all you Legionnaires do is argue who the best Legion.
Isn't that all these shows? That's all Evergreen shows are, Omar. So I don't know why you're on against.
I'm not against arguing with people. I love arguing with people. You can ask my wife. I'm not good at it.
Oh.
Well, again, Omar, your house is a democracy. You get 1 vote, and she gets 3 votes.
That's right.
That's not. No. Oh, she heard that. All right, we're moving on to Batman Hush.
Batman. All right.
Too hush, too silent.
In the because I have the card and Omar doesn't. This is Hush Tua, the sequel to the formerly mentioned Hush Wanna, by Jim Lee and the writer who scripted Batman Haunted Night, collecting issues 158 to 163. So if you want Hush Tua, this is the way you can get it.
The people call it that is so ridiculous. Is this the hardcover? Is it standard size hardcover, right?
It's a standard size hardcover.
Like, let's not forget the original Hush was split up into 2 different standard size hardcovers first.
Yeah, DC does that. They do that for a lot of their books, though. Like, all the Tom King 12-issue series get 2 standard size hardcovers. Doomsday Clock. Like, I can keep going down the list. They do that often.
Yeah, and I buy them and then they get omnibized.
Thank you, Jess, for your sacrifices many times.
It's a little annoying because I just wait for the inevitable, collection. Like Human Target, as you say, they did, 2 volumes. I just waited for the full collection.
But it's not absolute.
I couldn't wait.
No, it's not absolute.
So
it's not absolute, Lars. Okay,
holding back.
Let's move on to
RIP already got a solicitation, so we will not go over it. We are going to talk about Earth 2, the New 52 Omnibus. James Robinson, Tom Taylor, and Nicholas Scott defined my versions of Jay Garrick and all of these JSA heroes that were not part of the Earth Zero series. This is going to collect DC Universe Presents issue 0, Earth 2 issues 0 through 26, annuals 1 through 2, Batman Superman 1 through 4 by Greg Pak, Earth 2 featuring Desaad 15.1 and Solomon Grundy 15.2 as part of the Villains Month for DC one-shots, World's End of Earth 2, and Future's End issue number 1.
This was 118 on the Tiger Eyes Most Wanted DC poll this year. So in another couple of years, we probably would have seen it reach up to the top 60, but DC has preempted that and got it out.
Once it gets out, people are going to find out how great it is. And
Dude, you had me at James Robinson and Nicola Scott.
Yeah. It is
Tom
quite-
Taylor takes over from James Robinson. It's very early Tom Taylor writing.
this was a underappreciated New 52 book.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, we're at the 1 hour mark. So, I encourage all of you at home, eat something, drink something, keep your strength up. I feel like we're at a convention. You go to Dragon Con, friends of mine and I would tag team each other. We'd be like, have you eaten something? Because you can just go on too long without doing so.
Yeah, it's like a convention without all of the smells.
Yes.
Why doesn't it have all the world end?
I have been to
issues?
Gen Con, yes.
It does have just World's End 10. Why doesn't it have all the World's End issues? That's a good question.
Now, if you're a JSA fan, this is a different version of the characters. So for me that was a bit hard.
But it was the only version of the characters during the New 52.
Oh yeah, no, for a while, no, absolutely, positively. But for me it was a bit of a struggle because I was like, these aren't the friends I've been reading for some decades. But it's good work. It's really solid work.
I'm trying to take a look at what we had to say about those Earth's End issues
I think
on the poll.
All right. While you do that, we'll move on to the next book because Kami.
Well, I think World's End is the next sequential series. I think there's just one story in that issue that fits here, but that would be probably, don't quote me on this, probably volume 2.
Okay.
1 through 26. We have a Black Label series that got announced not too long ago. If you want a continuation of Kami Garcia, who has been writing those Teen Titans original graphic novels that feature the 05 from the 2003 show, they team up with Zuorzu this time instead of Miko Swyan, 192 pages for this magazine-size Black Label 4-issue series hardcover.
Kami has a humongous fan following. Whenever I go to like New York Comic Con or one of these big conventions, Kami's lines are huge that I always think it's like, is that Tom King over there, Tom Taylor, maybe Dan Mora? Oh no, it's Kami Garcia. Like cute because of the novels, right? And then people buying those YA graphic novels too. So interesting to see that this is a Black Label book.
I love the first one. Loved.
Oh, the big man! Here we go.
We got back-to-back 224 pages for this specific 4-issue series, and Lobo's back. It has the same cover as the Compendium, Peter, if I'm not mistaken. I am correct.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
Did you just have that handy?
Oh, Lobo's always close by.
I love
the main man.
The main man.
Peter, was that a self-portrait? I mean, it says a lot about how you view yourself.
I was making a Lobo-esque face there.
We got to get you drawn by Simon Bisley the next time. I would buy that.
Yes.
They are collecting the first 2 volumes of Tom Taylor's Nightwing into a DC Compact edition.
That's crazy. Wow. That book must be selling like hotcakes in every format. I really thought they would go with the, like the classic stuff, the Chuck Dixon and Scott McDaniel era, as far as like the first Nightwing DC Compact. But it's cool to see them do Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo's art.
Would this be? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
Would this be the most recently released book being turned into a compact?
Yes,
I believe so. Yeah.
2020. Oh gosh.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, Infinite Frontier, like 2021. That is crazy.
And Dustin is saying that's a temporary cover for the Lobo back-to-back.
Okay.
Oh man, are we gonna get a brand new cover by Beastly? That would be so freaking
Please,
awesome.
that would be cool.
Lobo's back's back. All right.
Well, yes, pick up Taylor Nightwing. It is very easily accessible. We got 20,000 Leagues as a part of Mark Waid and Adrian Gutierrez, who recently slotted in and took over on the interiors for World's Finest, $19.99 or $29.99, collecting issues 35 through 37 and 40 through 43. The reason those other issues are not there is because they are part of the We Are Yesterday crossover event that will be highlighted or was already highlighted in the previous catalog.
Nice. Okay.
The new 52 run of Catwoman with Judd
crazy.
Winnick and Nesenti Gillum March on the arts at $100, coming out on the 10th of March. This is going to collect issues 0 to 26, annual number 1, Batman and Catwoman 22, stories from Young Romance, New 52 Valentine's Special number 1, and Batman the Dark Knight issue 23.4, Joker's Daughter. Early Rafa Sandoval on art too, from the Death of the Family, from what I remember, anyways.
And of course, they went with that cover.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't?
I'm sorry,
honestly,
Mars. Why would you not go for that?
No, honestly, I would have. It's shameless, but I would have gone with that one as well. Sure. Yep.
Is
Yeah, they
this
better
the
not
last
change it.
Judd Winnick comic work before he took off?
I can't think of anything else that he's done since Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that was it, right? Like Nesenti and Winnick.
Yeah, Nesenti took over on the Death of the Family issues, and it's been since from there.
Gotcha. Ooh, the next book. Oh man.
I'm hoping we get an Omni of it someday, but we do have Dark Knights of Steel All Winter, which is the follow-up to the critically acclaimed and celebrated Dark Knights of Steel by Yasmin Petrie, Tom Taylor, collecting issues 1 through 6 of the Elseworlds Tale and series.
Oh, I was looking at the book ahead of that. But yes, also excited for the Tom Taylor All Winter. It is the freaking, oh my gosh, that Neil Adams cover of the Hangman. Yes.
Collecting All-Star Western issues 1 through 11, $39.99 as the same DC Finest format.
You know, DC deserves a lot of credit. It would be easy to ignore a lot of, it'd be easy to ignore a lot of these genres, and they're going for it with these. So yeah, that's great.
Now, I spent my whole morning curious and looking at the mapping of this. Charlie Potes, who's in the comments here, mapped potentially the whole Jonah Hex line. You'll notice that this is not called Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex makes his first appearance in issues 10 and 11, which are the final issues of...
It's not Jonah Hex. You're absolutely right.
Right. He may appear in here, but this is not a Jonah Hex book. And so there is enough material in this All-Star Western series that it could get several Finest of its own, even if it completely never touches any of the Jonah Hex issues. And then Jonah Hex could wind up with a whole separate line. We won't know until we get another book announced, but there's certainly enough material that they could be 2 divergent lines. I have no insider information. Dustin doesn't whisper in my ear. It's just me playing the mapper.
Hey, crisis.
Yeah, I will get this. I think it's terrific. But then again, I'm probably the youngest person who sits around the evening and watches old episodes of Maverick. So
I love that show.
Like the classic
show.
Mel Gibson movie.
No, well, that was great too. That was a wonderful film. Yeah.
Darner. All right, let's move on. Next
All right, moving on. As it loads the items, the Flinch Complete Collection is
wonderful.
Yeah, it is loading, but it is $34.99, 384 pages.
I mean, again, some of these Vertigo titles it would be easy to forget about, but they're getting collected here, so that's great.
There wasn't that many. It was like 16, right? Is that what it says?
Yeah, it was like it didn't last very long. And it is an anthology, which is a little bit of a tougher sell. But some of the stories in here are terrific. I remember there's a Garth Ennis story about the Titanic in here that was just shockingly good. Yeah.
We never got this in complete collection. Wasn't it just like trade paperbacks?
Yeah, it was just trade paperbacks.
Nice. Love it. My wife almost picked this up. The original collection of the next book of Supergirl.
This is Supergirl Bizarro Girl, which starts off and kicks off the Sterling Gates era of Supergirl in the mid-2000s. Got the cover by Michael Turner, 1999, 224 pages.
Kind of weird that it's not a DC finest.
Supergirl?
I'm surprised that they just don't take all the issues and make an Omni of them. They're just reprinting the trades.
I think this might be partly due to the movie coming out so closely to the book next year, which I'm assuming, like, hey, you find a Supergirl trade that's $19.99. I want to know more of who this character is. Why not?
Okay.
Gorgeous
you nailed
cover.
it.
That's a gorgeous cover too.
Yeah, it really is.
There's been some reports the Superman movie goosing sales of Superman comics. So yeah, good to be prepared.
Indeed.
Goosing, you say?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm late. Can you start over from conference? And thank you for the super chat.
Absolutely. Dom, go back to number 1.
I will answer this one. No. Thank you so much. Okay, so it is a tie-in to the film release.
Okay.
Okay.
I was right.
Appreciate it.
Well done.
Thank you, Dustin. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. We've already talked about Day Tripper already got solicited, so we will.
I want to talk about how that's one of the greatest comics ever made, and I'm so glad that it's being reprinted. And oh my god, the artwork in here. Oh, I love this book so much. It's so special to me. And it means a lot more to me now after losing my dad. Just that ending hits. Oh god. I love it. Anybody that missed out on the short print run that it had in 2020 can now get it. I believe it's still $100. That's how much the original.
Still $100.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We also want to thank our buddy Dustin for helping push up this, as it was one of the highest. Peter, if I don't have the number around.
What was that voted for, Peter? Do you remember what it was voted in the most?
I didn't help you with that one. I don't know.
Okay, well then step into my office, Peter.
Please, I'm so sorry, but you guys are the reason that this got pushed up, and I can't be any more happier to say that, because I do find it really, really awesome.
The book club I've been in for about 15 years. How they put up with me, I don't know. Without any prompting from me, they picked Day Tripper to read. They picked Day Tripper. And we actually had to teach some members of the club how to read comics. Like somehow they didn't know how to read comics, but everyone loved this. Everyone loved this. Great for the weed.
Your book club must have a lot of Sean's in there.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I don't know what that means.
They like Lars for some reason.
Oh yeah,
came in at number 10. Thank you so much for that.
They have Stockholm syndrome. So.
All right, the big book.
As ever, as always. All right, now for the book that I tried to mull unsuccessfully over. This is Batman, Elseworlds Batman to be exact, featuring again the Elseworlds logo, and very much a branding like the DC All-In books with the top. I like DC. Anyways, this is going to collect Batman Annual 18, Detective Comics Annual 7, Gotham by Gaslight, Holy Terror, Legends of the Dark Knight Annual 4, Batman and Dracula Red Rain, Master of the Future number 1, Robin Annual number 3, Robin 3000 1 through 2, Batman the Blue, the Gray, and the Bats number 1, Shadow of the Bat Annual number 2, Batman Houdini, the Devil's Workshop number 1, Catwoman Annual number 1, Dark Joker, the Wild number 1, In Darkness Night number 1, Castle of the Bat number 1, Bloodstorm number 1, Night Gallery number 1, Man Bat 1 through 3, and Brotherhood of the Bat number 1.
This is being printed, it looks like, in publishing order. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does look like that.
Right? Not in not okay.
But that's probably how, but that's how you would do it. I mean, I'm not sure how else
it's an Elseworlds story. Divide them up just like that.
Alphabetical order, Lars. Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order.
I want
to read alphabetical order.
But we already go numerical on issues. Why do we need to go into alphabetical order?
Yeah.
Just to confuse everybody.
Some really great stuff in here. I personally like the Red Rain material. $175. Boy, that one.
What's the page count on this one?
1,376.
Yeah.
I want to see a special cool foil.
Restoration of those 90s comics.
Yeah, no, that could be. No, it is great stuff. It really is. It's just that's a little hard to swallow.
Yeah, Gotham by Gaslight is in here, genre.
Yeah, that's the classic. That one I already had a deluxe edition. It's just nice to finally see. I've always wanted a Batman Red Rain trilogy.
Yeah.
I
also want to say that Holy Terror is in here, and I originally thought when I first read the book, this was 6 years ago, I asked somebody on Reddit, and I were like, "Oh, is this the Frank Miller Holy Terror?" And they told me it is nothing like the Frank Miller. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Red Rain would make a great Absolute Edition, actually.
Oh yeah, I know.
It'd be a bit gross, but it'd be great. Yeah.
Good, man.
No, not Frank. That's the point, Josh. It wasn't Frank Miller's Holy Terror. And
he's a little. Maybe he's behind on the video, and he's
maybe Josh was the person that I was talking to on Reddit 6 years ago when I was asking for Batman Elseworlds recommendations.
Why does Dolores look like the guy who microwaves his peanut butter?
Yes, I think I'm an old fuddy-duddy. I'm not quite sure what that means, but yeah.
What if you do? What if he does, man? You're gonna feel bad. Large thing, so what?
Yeah,
man?
judgy. I mean,
I've got soft teeth. I can't help it. I have to microwave my meals.
No.
All right. What's the next book?
The next book is a compact edition of the Flash Rebirth. Although I will say, in light of this one, not only will it collect the 6-issue series that brought back Barry Allen into the spotlight instead of Wally West, they are also collecting the first 4 issues in the Death of the Dastardly Rogues, which is drawn by Francis Manapul as part of the 2009 run that relaunched when Jeff Johns was on it. So, yeah, quite an interesting collection indeed.
I love this. I think compact comics have been great, and I love this selection so far. I think this is a great choice for the Flash.
The first Flash book they've done?
I think so. Yeah.
That is an interesting choice to go with Flash Rebirth.
I would have gone with Born to Run personally, but that's
but it makes sense. I guess it makes sense if you think about it. Like Barry Allen is the Flash right now, so go with a Barry Allen.
Well, in the movie, but go ahead, Lars.
I was just gonna say it's an odd access point to here's where he comes back from the dead. You know, he
wasn't dead, dude. He was in the Speed Force.
Well, yes, I understand this, but you see what I'm saying. I mean, it's a slightly odd access point of we're undoing this bit of continuity.
Okay, and relax.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Wally's the Flash now?
Yeah.
You interviewed Jeremy Adams like a year ago. How did you not know this?
Because I trade weight. So I'm like 6 months behind.
Yeah, Wally's been back at the forefront since Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, and I think it's a really cool thing to see, honestly.
Oh, okay. I will check my Flash facts. Thank you so much for that. What? Hold on. This is the most important news I've seen all day. Omar, did you see that Batman Year 3 is now officially canon as of new history of the DC Universe? Does that mean Batman Year 2 is also canon? Because that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
I would make Jess go throw away his long Halloween and replace it with a copy of Batman Year 2. Just the trade paperback, the old crappy trade paperback. Oh man, I'm so behind.
Indeed.
Okay. What is that?
Mark Waid is also currently the mainstay writer in the post days of the Superman Superstars initiative. This is returning him to this is a return to Superboy. Superboy in days that we haven't seen before. This is going to collect issues 1087 to 1092.
It's crazy.
Skylar Partridge on art, really looking great. And also, I think for the continuity nerds out there, this is kind of returning to a world where Clark himself was Superboy and was known to the world as Superboy, which was often a demarcation of the Silver Age. And part of what Mark Waid is doing right now with kind of unifying all of DC's history in a modern version of it in that new history of the DC universe, which we just mentioned, is he's also here in the present day writing stories that kind of knit that together. And that's what this is.
Yeah, Mark Waid's kind of born to write Superman. I finally read Birthright, is it?
Birthright or Last Days?
I think it was Birthright. And that was...
You gotta read this, Lars.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. That'll be next. Yeah, it was really good. Really, really good.
Indeed. Continuing on with the catalog, we do have the third book of Rick Vate's Swamp Thing, Time Upon a Once, instead of Once Upon a Time, collecting New Titans 0, Swamp Thing 80 to 87, Annual number 5, Midnight Days Deluxe Edition number 1, and Swampy Vertigo Special 1 through 4.
So, is this going to contain the unpublished issue 88? That's the biggest question I've had, and I think people that have been waiting on this book, because there was a controversial issue 88 that DC did not publish, and then they moved on to the Doug Wheeler run.
Yeah.
And I think it was actually like it's done, right? Like Zuli did the artwork, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe.
Yep.
How was it finished? Yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, they were not that behind if they were to publish one by Doug Wheeler. So I wonder.
I am one of those
that's-
weirdos who worries that there might be perfectly legitimate reasons for not having published that issue. And
well, it's got the it's. I mean, obviously, it's very anti-Christianity.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but it's one thing though. I mean, we've seen that in Alan Moore's run. I think it was the cover that made DC pull it.
Well, it's the sort of thing like if it's going to piss a lot of people off, do you need to piss a lot of people off? Sometimes you piss people off to make a point. Sometimes you piss people off to make an argument, and sometimes or are you just pissing them off for no real good benefit? And I don't know. I haven't read it, so I don't know.
Well, where did you see this, Josh? He said he would finish it.
I think he tweeted it. He tweeted it out.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think the issue's
I
done.
thought it was finished.
Yeah,
I really thought it was finished and ready to publish.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I don't think it got more than like a concept. I thought.
Well, yeah, there may or may not have been a script. I don't know that it was drawn, but who knows? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on then. We'll find out, I guess, one way or another.
All
Yeah.
right. Continuing on, we've got the Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman series. If you were interested in the backups with Trinity being babysitted by the Super Sons, they've made that into a 6-issue series called Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman.
I totally recommend it. It's really good. The one issue I read, I really liked it.
You had me at
Buy it.
Daughter
Buy it,
of Wonder
Buy
Woman.
it. Buy
I'll get it. It's a trade paperback. All right.
Continuing on, we've got book 4 of 100 Bullets, 59 through 80. Same content as the last one, though. It's $39.99 now instead of $24.99, if my mind recalls these prices correctly. All right, DC Finest, Deadman. How many times can a guy die? My goodness. Collecting Aquaman, 50 to 52. Strange Adventures, 205 to 216. Justice League of America, 94. Brave and the Bold, 79, 86, 104, 133. Phantom Stranger, 33, 39 through 41. World's Finest, 223. 230 and 227. The Forever People, 9 through 10. Challenger of the Unknown, 74, and Superman, 183.
Yeah, Neil Adams art. This is really good.
Yeah.
Boston brand, baby.
Yeah.
Not quite the whole original omnibus, because of course it doesn't have the length to do that, but starts at the same place as the omnibus does.
Yeah.
Speaking of omnibus, this next book I cannot wait to talk about.
Sean Phillips and Paul Jenkins on Hellblazer at 1,248 pages, $150, collecting Hellblazer 51, 85 through 128, 250, Vertigo Winners Edge number 1, and Books of Magic, Hellblazer 1 through 2.
Number 24 on the Tiger Eyes Most Wanted DC Omnibus poll this year on Near Mint Condition.
So this is my least favorite Hellblazer run.
Oh, why for?
And it is still some of the best damn comics you're gonna read. Like Hellblazer was just that good with creators.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, it was good.
I love Hellblazer. It was my up there. It's one of my favorite Vertigo titles, and I love the mapping on this because it means that we had that fear that they were only gonna give us Hellblazer by Garth Ennis, and that was it. And then they kind of move things around, and it works whenever we saw the Jamie Delano stuff from volumes 1 and 2. And now we get this. This takes place immediately after the Garth Ennis stuff. Yeah, dude, I love Milligan and Mike Carey's run. And Azarello's, it was that good of a title that even my least favorite run is still better than so many comics.
I agree. 100%.
High praise from Omar. We also have New Gods Volume 2, Edge of Darkness by Ram V and a plethora of different creators, although he has said that he is taking a short break before he moves on with the series. This is going to collect the latter half of the 12-issue series that has been solicited. And have any of you guys read Crisis? Sean, have you guys read it?
Oh yeah, caught up. This book is very good. I think if you don't really know the New Gods, there's a lot to learn. I came into this with no knowledge of any New Gods really outside of Barda and Mr. Miracle. And it does a good enough job of establishing what you need to know about those characters to read the book. And then it's just Ram V doing what only Ram V can do. It's a lot of fun. Evan Cagle on main series art with a lot of different other artists giving like 1-pagers, 1 to 3 pagers. Very good stuff.
Can't wait to read it. Look, I like the creative team.
Yeah, I haven't read it, but it's Rom V, so it's probably very good.
It is incredible.
I like Fortnite a lot. Solid.
Evan Cagle is really up there for me. There's a small group of artists right now who I don't ever think we saw quite the extent of what they were capable of doing until the current stuff they're on. So much like Hayden Sherman, every time I see some Evan Cagle art from this, I'm like, what? Who? How? So I'm really enjoying that he's getting a breakout moment with this book.
Next title, we got a 2026 edition of New Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 2. Same material as last time. It's $100, 640 pages. If you want some good, I don't know what else to say.
It's astonishing.
No, that is not hype enough, guys. We just got this reprinted.
We did.
This is huge.
Yeah,
like New Teen Titans. We had 1 volume reprinted, and people were like, "Oh my god, they're going to reprint the whole thing." Nope. We got 1 volume reprinted, and that's it. Now we're coming back with a volume 2. Hell yes. I'm so excited for people that missed out on the chance to get this the first time around. This is Marv Wolfman and, of course, George Perez, but not alone. So the artist in here, and I hope they continue this after the 5 volumes are reprinted, that we get either a new Teen Titans or a volume 6 of this. I love this era, and I'm so glad that they went back and fixed the mistake of those first 3 Omnis that were awfully mapped. The sky blue color, blue. Oh, I had them, and I mapped my own custom Omnis around those. Yeah. But then they did this, and I'm like, oh, no issues left behind. This is awesome. We saw volume 6 in the catalog, almost solicited, and then it got pulled, and I was brokenhearted, and I'm like, oh, maybe they'll do it one day. So it makes me so happy that we're getting a volume 2 reprinted for anybody that missed it. And, hopefully volume 3, I want to say volumes 2 and 3 made it in our top 20 most wanted DC Omni reprints.
Yeah, I own these. These are really wonderful.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
I agree.
And only $100 retail, so that's good.
Okay, now we can move on. I think.
All right, we got the Batman Beyond Unlimited Compendium, which was a digital first comic, although it does collect a bunch of other issues besides the 18-issue Unlimited series. Here we got Batman Beyond Return of the Joker #1, Superman Batman Annual #4, Batman Beyond 1 through 6 and 1 through 8, along with Justice League Beyond 21, 25, and Superman Beyond issue #0.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed this. It was really good. I quite enjoyed what they call Batman Beyond 2.0 even more. Hopefully that's coming next after this one, but this is worth getting.
Dan Jurgens, is it Dan Jurgens stuff?
No, this is the New 52 era Batman Beyond.
The one you're talking about, Lars.
Oh, Lars.
Yeah, it was like I say, it was eventually collected as Batman Beyond 2.0.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one I want Peter to again sell.
Oh, I've heard nothing but great things about this.
I haven't heard a single thing.
So look, this is the best comic book of 2025. And this is not just Crisis being a weirdo, which you've heard many times before. Every time I talk about this on my Polish show, the entire stream of people who are reading it are like, love this, 5 out of 5. This is amazing. It's blowing my mind. Every issue we talk about, we convince a few more people to read it, and then the next time the chain of comments gets even longer. This is an all-time great Batman run. It's got a sort of like what I call year 1.5 vibe of like Robin's not there. It's not a lot of super powered baddies. It's like very much just Batman in Gotham and Batman having a relationship with Gordon. And is writing these 3-issue segments. So it's 4 story arcs of 3 issues each, all drawn by Hayden Sherman. Once again, talking about them and how great their art is. I mean, I'm not even the hugest of Batman fans, but I like a good Batman story. This is an extraordinarily good Batman story.
I have had the privilege of interviewing Dan Waters after every single sequential art on Nightwing, but every single time I always have to ask him, like, how the heck are you doing this with Batman, specifically with characters that I just don't, A, expect to pop up in the series, and B, the things that he does with said characters and the way that he twists and turns them in the cases, it's absolutely unbelievable to the level of creativity that he is displaying in this book. On top of that, we need Hayden Sherman in absolute. So I was like, I don't even know if a deluxe can handle how fantastically gorgeous the panels are that Hayden's doing on the title. Apparently, Hayden also egged Dan Waters to draw every single arc of this book. The original plan for the series was to have different artists do the 3-issue cases. Hayden Sherman told Dan, I want to draw every single issue of the series, and DC obliged happily.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. And Hayden is killing it. And look at this. You're getting a seal of approval from Dustin Kitchens. Crushing Crisis is right again. Is he frozen? Is Peter frozen? Of course he's frozen. No, there he is. Okay. This is secretly one of the best books right now.
I don't think it's.
I mean, I've read 400 series so far this year that have come out this year, and I use an algorithm. This is not just my feels. Like, I use numbers and feels, and this is crushing the rest of the comic book industry right now.
Congratulations, Peter. You've been right at least twice. That's good. Very good.
Mark the calendars. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
No, it's a record. It's an absolute record.
We got the brand new edition of Batman the Golden Age Omnibus Volume 3, collecting 75 through 91 of Detective, 16 through 25 of Batman, and World's Finest Comics 10 through 14, 784 pages at $100. Rest in peace, Darwin Cook, for the cover art.
Yeah, he supplied a lot of the covers for the Golden Age stuff. Yeah, I like his. I love his covers. The next one is also.
This is a classic. This is the first appearance of the Justice League versus Starro the Conqueror, and also the tale succeeding after it in Brave and the Bold 28 through 30, JLA 1 through 19, and Mystery in Space 75.
So this is effectively DC Finest Volume 1 for Justice League. And the one that we have is effectively Volume 3. So there is a gap between this one. The other one is not a mistake. They didn't map it wrong. It's just an earlier volume.
I'm glad that we're getting options now, not just Omnis, but DC Finest. And there's a different audience for both of them.
There is indeed. We also got Volume 5 of Green Arrow, still continuing the Chris Condon and Montos run of the brand, there's a brand new Archer, Star City. Issues 25 to 31 are collected in here. It reads much like the 80s, 90s Green Arrow. So if you're a big fan of Mike Grell, I would suggest picking up Condon's Green Arrow.
Hugely endorsed.
Agreed.
Have you all read Supergirl by Sophie Campbell? I love Sophie Campbell's Glory and Gem and the Holograms, and love the artwork in Ninja Turtles, but I wasn't sure how Sophie is both writing and drawing.
And coloring.
Wow.
No, Tamara Bonvillain's
Oh, that's right.
How
the all trans top line team on a DC book shows a lot of confidence in their abilities. They're two of the best in the industry.
How is the run so far? Is it ongoing or is it?
It's not ongoing. It's not ongoing.
Okay.
It's okay. I thought the first issue was solid. I really like looking at Sophie Campbell's art. I didn't feel like I was the target audience for what the book was putting down, but it was fun.
Okay.
I think Sophie Campbell always brings a very kind of like community YA kind of vibe where she expands out the supporting cast. She did it on Turtles. She's doing it here. And I think just because Supergirl came right off of that like Woman of Tomorrow and then the Mariko Tamaki backups in Action Comics, it's just a very big tonal shift to take Supergirl back to being more of a YA book. It's very much in continuity, but vibes. It feels a little bit YA. And so I think a lot of people are kind of like, oh, I like drunk cursing Supergirl. What happened to her? But back to the topic we're talking about, Montos on this Green Arrow Volume 5. Montos has not missed a single issue of this Chris Condon run yet, and colored by Adriano Lucas is just absolutely eye-poppingly extraordinary. He tracks action better than almost anybody else drawing at DC right now, which is a crazy sentence because I love DC's stable of artists right now, but Montos is really doing something special on this Chris Condon run.
Yes, indeed. So yes, we got Supergirl, already covered that. Same with Green Arrow. This was also solicited. This is the one shot of the Wonder Woman Spirit of Truth by Alex Ross and Paul Dini. Also solicited was the Absolute Edition of Batman by Darwin Cook a month ago, if I recall. $100, 544 pages, collecting Ego, Selena's Big Score, Detective 759 to 762, Catwoman 1 through 4. Gotham Knights 23 and 33, Solo issues 1 and 5, Batman the Spirit number 1, Batwing 24 and 26 through 27, Harley Quinn issue 0, New Talent Showcase 19, Harley Quinn Holiday Special number 1, and Ego and Other Tales deluxe edition material.
It's huge, man. It's such a big book.
This
Love
should
it.
sell. This should sell quite well.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah. So if you are a big
Gargoyle of Gotham, I love Rafael Grandpa.
Yes, indeed. This was previously solicited in another catalog, but because of the length that the issues got delayed, it got pushed to this one. So it is a resolicit, 232 pages. This was a standard size, a single issue Black Label series, 4-issue series to be exact. But it is being collected in a nice deluxe hardcover, $34.99. Also would like to see a couple more of those standard size DC Black Label series get oversized hardcovers like the Tom King books do too.
All right, let's keep on trucking because we're still in March.
We got a compact edition of The Dark Knight Returns. If you haven't read Dark Knight Returns, I would suggest pick this up because how can you not? It is one of the most important books ever. $9.99, 200 pages, 4-issue series. We got the Elseworlds Superman Omni Volume 1 at $150, 1,240 pages. We don't know the contents of this one yet, as of today.
It's a speeding
probably
bullet.
very similar to the paperbacks.
Yeah.
In publishing order, maybe. Or maybe they'll throw this one for a loop and make it in.
Make it alphanumerical just for you.
How fun was this next book? The Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
I loved this book.
This is the second series.
Oh, I haven't read this book.
It's coming out now. We're in like two issues.
Oh,
Justice living in the future.
I love the first one, but I didn't think I would, but it was excellent.
The Justice League is caught up in this fight again. Sign me up.
Because Godzilla and Kong demand it. We got the brand new 2026 edition of 5 years later, Omnibus Volume 2 at $175 for the price point. Same as the previous Legion 69 through 70, Legion of Superheroes 40 to 61, Annual number 4 and 5, Legionnaires 1 through 18, Annual number 1 for the Legionnaires, Valor 20 through 23, and Who's Who's Update 1993 number 1.
Okay.
Nice to see.
And material.
Yeah.
For Legion fans that missed out on it.
Yeah.
The next book is one that I always wanted in an omnibus format, but I will take the compendium.
Yeah. Omar will take the compendium of Tom Vake and Steve Dillon's Animal Man, which collects 27 through 50, which is, literally right after Morrison and Chaz get off the book, Suicide Squad 58 and War of the Gods number 3.
Love that they put War of the Gods in there. Like I didn't even think about that in my mapping, but that's a great addition.
Yeah.
Wasn't Peter Milligan right after
yes, yes, but he didn't last on the title very long.
Yeah.
It was like 6 issues or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's short.
But they're including it, just not crediting him.
Yeah,
in that title.
It is included. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
By the
Nice
way,
to-
we did think of putting War of the Gods #3 into this map on the omnibus.
We
poll.
did?
It was-
We did.
Man, I'm so good. Good job, past people.
Past Pete Omar.
Yeah, whoever put that in there, that's a great idea. Good job.
It's nice to see this one. Among other things, it fixes that the previous Animal Man releases, again, the paper it was on was just terribly cheap. So I'll probably get this one because it'll probably be very nice.
You heard it here first, folks.
That Lars is buying a book.
Yeah, I'm buying a
Yes.
book. Prepared.
That's what I live for.
Yeah.
Continuing, gonna make this one real quick. Gotham by Gaslight Kryptonian Age. We've already had this solicited in a standard size hardcover. Is now coming out in trade paperback, collecting the 6-issue series.
Love
we're
that
getting
series, by the way. We're rolling along. Just love it. Got to get that in there.
Sword of Azrael Deluxe Edition. One of Omar's favorite.
Yes, yes,
series of all time.
baby. Put it in right before Nightfall. Yes, give it to. And not only that, it collects Azrael Ash. That's
I know.
Oh, yes.
How
yes.
freaking cool is that?
Making a big deal about that. That's
It's
not
a huge
DC
deal.
book. Yes, that's Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti's little imprint that they had for a long. Actually, it wasn't little; it was so big that it caught the attention of the big two. But it's huge that we get that. Like that makes me happy. And yes, of course, I want more Azrael, but Joe Quesada's artwork with Kevin Nolan on ink. Oh yes, baby, give it to me. Dennis O'Neil, I love that costume.
Yeah.
Look at that badass costume.
Well,
man.
the first
That's so
couple of years of the Azrael ongoing were really good too. Was Denny O'Neil and Barry Kitson, and
Right.
Kitson, yeah. Yep.
great stuff. Those, yeah.
I hated that second costume though. The first costume is so killer,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I know this is Jess's favorite era of Batman, so I don't.
Grown.
The only
All
puts
right,
the
let's keep on going.
The only thing above this on his list is the Joker Bronze Age Omnibus Volume 1.
Oh, wait a second. Dustin's saying that's a temporary cover
Oh,
too.
okay.
Are we gonna get Joe
wait.
Quesada to do
Wait,
another
can we
cover?
get Joe
That
Quesada?
would be
I
awesome.
mean, he's been doing some Batman. He did some Batman variants like a year ago.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Can we change the contents too, as well as
Shut
the cover?
up, Jess. I didn't say anything about your old Golden Age books.
His words, not mine. We do not. This panel doesn't endorse the feelings of medium condition. Okay, Booster Gold, the complete 2007 series, book number 3. A lot of Dan Jurgens on writing and art, including this very cover that I made into an emoji for the for a DC server like 5 years ago. This is going to collect Booster Gold issues 32 to 47 and Time Masters A Vanishing Point 1 through 6, which takes us right to Flashpoint.
Yeah.
For the people that are wondering who is this Dustin person who knows so much, Dustin is the director of collected editions at DC. So
yes,
he would know a little bit about
a very learned fellow. Yes.
Yeah, about what's coming out, what the content and covers will be. Yeah,
this is the last one.
Yeah.
And it's still a fun series. I know that after Jeff Johns leaves a book, people are like, but Dan Jurgens owns it, man. That like, I'm so glad the Time Master's Vanishing Point is also collected in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Solid.
Indeed. We got the Fastest Man Dead as a part of the Flash DC Finest trade paperback. Now we actually have the collected editions for here. There was speculation before. World's Finest Comics 198 to 199, Flash 197 to 204, 206 to 212, and 215 to 229. Brave and the Bold issue number 99.
Okay.
So this jumps several volumes ahead from the one that we have already had, the Human Thunderbolt, which of course kicks off his Silver Age. This one is positioned a little bit further into, actually, I guess this is right on the verge of Bronze Age, or Bronze Age already having started, but it's several volumes past that, is my point.
197 to 204. This stuff hasn't been collected in omnibus format. Correct.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Then it would be bronze because we have all of the silver of Flash.
Okay. All right, let's do another road to, baby.
All right, we got the Road to Rebirth omnibus, which some people were a little bit surprised because of the accredited creators, but that's only because they did the DC Rebirth one-shot, which is collected in here. This is the Van Jensen, Robert Venditti run of the Flash from after the pages of Francis Manipul and Brian Buccellato, collecting Flash 25 to 52, annual number 3, Secret Origins 7, Futures End number 1, and again the DC Universe Rebirth one shots should have the same. This is the same collected issues as the trade paperbacks that collected this particular era of Flash.
there was a time when we only had a volume 1 of a Mark Waid omnibus, a William Mester Loebs, a Joshua Williamson, the New 52 Francis Manapul, and people kept joking like, apparently DC just likes printing Flash volume 1. So it makes me so damn happy that, you know, in this catalog alone, we have a volume 2 of this New 52 era, which wraps up this era, and then the Mark Waid omnibus volume 3. Freaking cool that, I mean, and this goes if you have Flash in reading order, this goes after Francis Manapul, as Dom stated, and right before the Joshua Williamson Rebirth era.
There you go.
And this was number 127 on this year's Tiger Eyes Most Wanted DC Omnibus poll. So people out there want it. That is still pretty high. It's in the top 5th of the poll of every possible omnibus DC could make.
The Flash Annual 4 should be on there too, no? I can't imagine anywhere else it would be. Yeah. But keep in mind, the contents sometimes in the catalog are way off or not fully complete, as we've seen it happen from time to time.
Yes, indeed.
All right, yes. Green Lantern Corps.
All right, yeah, this is the crossover that Sean was alluding to earlier between Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps. So if you're interested in Jeremy Adams and Morgan Hampton's Green Lantern run and having them mull over, this is going to collect issues 25 to 27 and Green Lantern Corps 7 through 9.
Nice. I can't wait to read that.
This is the sequel to the aforementioned Kryptonian. This is a League for Justice, Gotham by Gaslight for Bats. And this is going to collect the 6-issue series of A League for Justice. Same creative team as a Kryptonian Age. So if you are wondering, we've got another epic DC finest. Yeah, Curtis is not here, but alas,
careful, you can't say epic.
That's right. The astounding adventures of Batman, as this is the last days of certain Robin before he is put to shreds by Batman. Although I will say this is going to collect Batman 423 to 429, annual number 12, Batman the Cult 1 through 4, Detective Comics 590 to 595, and annual number 1.
This is one of the very few times you will see Jason Todd as Robin in the post-Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
And he is the Robin during the Cult, and I'm so damn happy the Cult is included in here.
Oh, yeah.
Because for a long time, people debated whether that's canon or not. So
yeah, this is a perfect map. It's what we all kind of assumed and hoped it would be. And if you've been collecting the Batman DC Finest, this directly follows the Killing Joke and Other Stories DC Finest that came out in May. So it's continuing an unbroken run of the line collecting post-crisis Batman.
Well, whether it's canon or not, it needs to be there. I mean,
does this get to a Lonely Place of Dying? No, it does not. Lonely Place of Dying happens actually in the next one, and it's the crossover with the Teen Titans during that time. So yeah.
Might be the one following. We'll see. One of the next two.
Yes, actually, Batman the Cult is our book club this month here on Nearly Conditioned. We love that book, or I do. My wife's never read it, so I'm waiting for her to tear it up and tear it down.
So, dude, I also am wondering because we don't know. Like, I would like to see some extra additional contents between the the death of a character that is on the prominent part in this book. I don't know. Just a thought.
There's nothing else to collect. I mean, it's got all the things that
I'm just talking about like
page, page by Aparo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that stuff will be in there. More of the 900 ads.
Perhaps.
I want that.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see the advertisers. Like one thing I love about the DC Finest is that they've also managed to put a lot of the ads that were in some of those earlier issues. No matter what book it is, I want them to continue with Batman. But again, that's just my selfish being wanting things.
A very historic event. People will want to read it. They should read it. I think we forget just how silly it gets at parts. Doesn't the Joker become the
ambassador for Iran? Yes,
Iranian ambassador to the UN.
What?
And the Batman can't attack him.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's ridiculous to you.
It's not quite what you'd expect.
That was awesome. Superman's like, I can't let you put your hands on him. and Bruce Wayne shows up. Oh man, I love that story.
Yeah, generic Marco seems to
there it
agree
is.
with you, Lars. So,
Yeah.
oh, there you go. We got book 3 of Justice League of America, which does indeed have a. No, you got a John Livesay, Howard Porter cover, $39.99, collecting JLA 31 or 24 to 31, DC 1 million 1 through 4, JLA Titans 1 through 3, JLA 1 million, JLA In Crisis Secret Files, and JL Hitman 1 through 2.
Leaving no issue behind. Unlike the Omnis, of course, because they were creator-centric.
Yeah, so Mark Wade's issues are they're all collected nicely in here. All right.
Oh my gosh, we're getting a Legends
We're
Omni.
getting the Legend Omni.
Look at that.
Peter,
Yes, indeed.
what was this one on our poll? Do you know
Let
offhand?
I do, if you just give me one moment, because I've
Oh.
got that all prepared. So this
Give
is,
me-
of course, one of the earliest DC events that crossed the entire line. And where did it come in the poll? Not very high. Oh, no, decent. 218, top half.
Okay.
Okay.
But they've
So
been
yeah, this is the very first crossover introducing us to the
Suicide Squad and
Suicide
Justice
Squad.
League International.
This
And
kind of makes sense
first
as an
meeting of
omnibus.
characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I when it comes to omnibus, I don't necessarily want all the ancillary material of a crossover, but a lot of people do. And yeah, I think this is a good idea.
I'm just glad
Well,
we're
it's just
getting
nice.
Omnis. Like, I can't wait for my Armageddon 2001 omnibus, baby.
Well, it's just
day.
nice to see DC going to that. I feel like because everything's been crisis out of continuity, and I mean their crisis with a C, not me crisis with a K. I feel like there's sometimes not a lot of attraction for them to do these 80s and 90s events in omnibus, but it's nice to see them coming around on it. I love that they did 0 Hour. I think there's good stories there, and so hopefully people will discover that through this.
Does it? We don't know the contents of this book. Does the Legends Omni include all the chapters?
No, but again,
What's the page? 784 pages. I can assume it's just the Legends banner.
Yeah, just a Legend.
Yeah. I mean,
And that one was not intensely long. I think I just counted it up,
No.
and I want to say it's like 28 or 29 issues. It's not
yeah,
a mega.
This has the Cosmic Boy miniseries. I mean, it's going to be anything with the Legends banner.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
Right,
up.
Continuing on, we've got Robin trying to save Batgirl from a dinosaur in a brand new edition.
Jess, that's got you written all over it, buddy.
Boy.
Indeed, collecting the same material as I did the last Omni.
I'm so sorry. It's the bronze. Is this the bad Bronze Age, Jess, or is this
Yeah.
the good Bronze Age?
No, this is the bad Bronze Age.
Oh no!
Peace and love to DC, but this thing was remaindered until it was out of print, and then so you're bringing it back, but be careful. This is not my Bronze.
I do like how it looks like Robin's about to save her by running her over. You know, I'm gonna spare her getting eaten alive by just.
Jess doesn't like anything with dinosaurs.
Razor knows me well.
All right.
All right, continuing on, we've got Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. Yes, DC got the creators of Ice Cream Man to do a Superman Black Label series, $29.99, 184 pages, collecting the 5-issue series.
My wife is so excited about this. She actually picked up the she's picking up the single issues. But yeah, she's excited when she saw the ad because she loves Ice Cream Man.
I would have loved to see this in the deluxe because I do think Martin Morazzo deserves the oversized.
Sean, are you reading this?
It actually hasn't started yet.
Okay.
It starts.
Well, why
this
aren't you
month.
reading? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we still in the bad Bronze Age era with this book, or is the good Bronze Age era?
Were you here for the last 2 minutes, Omar? Or were you just grab a beer?
I haven't been here for a few years now.
We've got the fourth woman. Gosh, I was going to say fourth woman. This is the fourth volume of Tom King and Daniel Sampere's Wonder Woman run, collecting issues 23 to 28. This is the second volume of the DC All-In era.
Okay, more Tom King Wonder Woman.
Yay.
Now, The next book is one.
All right. This is
Get hype.
This is a big one for some folks. This is a Batman by Chip Zdarsky omnibus, which appears to also have a Chip Zdarsky cover. $125, 160 pages, collecting Batman 125 and 138, Catwoman 57 through 58 as part of the Gotham War crossover, Batman Urban Legends 1 through 6, Batman Catwoman Gotham War Battle Lines, and Gotham War Scorched Earth, and Gotham War Red Hood issues 1 through 2. Although I think the big omission that I don't know, it doesn't have Batman the Knight 1 through 10 in here, but that is what we do have.
Would they say, could they save that for the second omnibus though? Because
it doesn't. I think that the Knight has stuff that sets up stuff in the Batman run. So
in the ongoing Batman.
Yeah,
okay.
I would prefer. Yeah, it's Chip Zdarsky's kickoff to his Batman saga, essentially.
Okay.
The Knight should be in here.
The Knight should be. 100%.
Even if it's not first in reading order, even if it says, back matter, because I can understand wanting to start off with a bang with Chip Zdarsky's first issue, which was quite a shocker. Or to start off with his Urban Legends. But yeah, it should be here.
The Urban Legends content is all of his Jason Todd material with Marcus Stowen art, which I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, he writes a really good Jason Todd.
He does.
I love Marcus Stowe's artwork too.
Okay. Oh yeah, continuing on again, we got Zdarsky Batman so quickly, very much quicker than we got Taylor Nightwing, but alas, we got Batman: The Brave and the Bold, Tomorrow's Heroes as a part of DC's anthological series on Brave and the Bold, collecting issues 14 through 20. We got DC Finest, The Joker, the last collecting the same.
Thank you for doing it phonetically. Sort of. It's just haha. You added some.
Did indeed. Yeah.
Let him cook, Lars. Go ahead.
Oh gosh. No. Batman 251 to 260, 286, 291, 294, 321, Detective 475 to 476, 504 with JLA 77, Wonder Woman 280 to 283, Brave and the Bold 111, 118, 129 to 130, 141, and the Joker 1 through 10.
So this is a lot of what was in that Joker omnibus that we were just looking at a couple of minutes ago. Yeah.
Is this the first Joker DC Finest?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, and but it is not the first volume in numerical order, because we would have to go back to the 1940s for that.
Okay, let's move on to the Justice League Unlimited.
This is Justice League Unlimited Volume 2, which is all of the stuff that comes right after the We Are Yesterday crossover, collecting issues 9 through 11. Dark Tomorrow special, which, if I recall correctly, Mark Guggenheim co-wrote it.
Yep.
And the Omega Act special, issue number 1. Oh, gosh. And another big one for people. The deluxe edition of the Omega Men is being reprinted with the DC Bullet logo on it, as my mouse is not responding correctly. But yes, this is the 12-issue series by Barnaby Bajenda and Tom King on Kyle Rayner.
This was really good.
Incredible.
Really, really
Incredible
good. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was the first Tom King book.
I was just going to say that. I think it was the start of Tom King's kind of exploration of, sort of B-list characters, although everyone remembers Mr. Miracle. But this is really great.
Yeah, it was good. And I'm a big Kyle Rayner fan, and I think some people get offended by his treatment of Kyle Rayner, but I kind of dug it. Right? Again, it's not like it never really fits into continuity, but it worked.
Well, I think that's just starting with Mr. Miracle established hard that these stories are not in continuity, and this one was a little hard to tell.
Yeah,
but after the fact, if you want to consider it apocrypha, you certainly could.
This is my favorite era of Tom King.
Really?
This book, because this Sheriff of Babylon and Vision all came out around a similar time frame.
Yeah.
And I think those are the peak for me Tom King stuff.
He liked it early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
we got another compendium.
This one has me excited.
Yeah, first folks.
Man.
So this is $59.99, 1,112 pages. A look at the cover, drawn by Michael Turner. This is the variant to issue number 1, if my mind recalls correctly. Teen Titans 1 through 28, and issue half, which has which is the Rose Wilson story. The 4-issue series with Beast Boy traveling in LA, Outsiders 24 through 25, Young Justice and Titans Graduation Day issue number 1, Outsiders and Teen Titans Secret Files 2003. The Legion Teen Titans Special issue number 1, which is drawn by Ivan Reyes. Supergirl issue number 2. Find that interesting. Teen Titans Outsider Secret Files 2005 number 1. The Return of Donna Troy issues 1 through 4, as drawn by Phil Jimenez. My mind again recalls correctly. Legends of the DC Universe 80-page giant issue.
Written
2.
by Phil Jimenez too, because oh my gosh, there's so many text bubbles.
You'd be right.
So this one I find really interesting because it's a Teen Titans by Jeff Johns compendium. But in here, you have the missing issues that were not in the omnibus of Teen Titans 27 and 28, which were written by Gail Simone and drawn by Rob Liefeld. And you also have that Return of Donna Troy
by
issues in there. So it makes me happy that I think we're going to finally get kind of like that era of Green Lantern, all in one like big reading order of Teen Titans during this era without missing any issues. That's freaking awesome. I hope they collect like the Teen Titans Year 1, which was a retcon.
Oh yeah, the cute little 6-issue series.
Yeah, the Carl Keschel stuff.
Carl Keschel,
yeah, that would be good. Makes me happy that we're getting this kind of stuff finally in a big reading order the way it should have been collected, but here we finally are. I love this era of Teen Titans and Outsiders. I love this stuff.
Indeed. We have the follow-up to Dan Jurgens and Mike Perkins, Batman First Night from the Golden Age. This is Batman Second Night in the same magazine size format, collecting the 3-issue Second Night series. If you read the first one, pick up the second one. And we also have the Absolute Edition of Batman White Knight. It came out.
This one's really cool.
It is cool.
Because it's got 2 different formats. Like Batman Year 1 has 2 different books. This one will have 2 different books, it seems like. It'll have the black and white version, and it'll have the color version. That's freaking awesome. Just like you're getting an art book in there.
Yeah. White Knight is good. This should be a good absolute. Yeah.
And it is the first deluxe edition with the black and white, of course.
Yeah. So it's one half and the second half. All right, let's continue on. We are more than halfway through. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed. We got the Jock illustrated and Andy Diggle written Green Arrow Year 1 in a DC compact. The 6-issue series is collected in here.
Yeah, the interesting start. I'm really, really surprised they didn't go with Mike Grell for a DC compact with Longbow Hunters, but Jock's artwork is great, and it's a really good jumping on point for the character of Green Arrow. The next book is a huge one because we are moving on past the Chuck Dixon era of Nightwing. We are moving on to the Devin Grayson era of Nightwing in collecting issues of freaking it's Ed Brubaker, right? Ed Brubaker.
Yeah, that is Ed Brubaker, Batman. I have said 3 characters there. Yes.
Flash plus Nightwing, Birds of Prey, Gotham Knights 14, 16 through 17, and 20 and 21. Nightwing the Target, which brings back Scott McDaniel on artwork. People were worried that it was left out of the second volume, but it fits perfectly here in the third volume. The 10-cent adventure. Holy crap. For the first time, we're getting the Joker, The Last Laugh finally collected in a collection. I mean, it's only been available in trade paperback, and that's it. It's one of the few forgotten events. Is it the best one? Absolutely not. It's just okay. But I think it's very important for the life of like what happens to Nightwing and Dick Grayson during this era. I think it's got a really cool part in it. So I'm glad that it's collected in here. That's a big win, man. Joker, The Last Laugh added in here, all 6 issues. Hell yes. Make me happier if it was an omnibus one day, but I can wait. This is cool.
You can wait. There's the cover for those who want to see it. Continuing on the list, we do have another one that they made from a complete collection to an omnibus, and that is the Zatanna by Paul Dini.
Jess, where are you at,
omnibus.
Jess?
I'm getting this immediately as soon as it comes in my house. I'm sitting down and reading it.
I can't wait for this season, man.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
You got the Zatanna 2-parter in Detective Comics, 833 to 834, Everyday Magic 0. We got Bloodspell. We got the Halloween special. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Mistress of Magic 1. Secrets of
Being
Sinister
thorough.
1.
Very thorough. Yes.
And I think the Zatanna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think those are all Adam Hughes covers. And they're
all Adam Hughes covers.
Yeah, they are amazing.
Not all. I think Amanda Connor did a couple of them, but yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna fact check that right now, Lars.
Well, go ahead.
Live fact checking of Lars.
I'm giving in, so I say okay to that.
It's kind of ridiculous. I have the soft cover, but I will probably buy this.
It's beautiful. I love the stories in here.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I love the fact that this is another one of those cases where we have seen DC and Marvel has done this too, where the days of creator-centric books are kind of out. Because Adam Beechin wraps up the series of Zatanna. It's not the only, it's not just a Paul Dini omnibus. I mean, it's also they're wrapping up the series with Adam Beechin. Paul Dini ends up leaving the book, so it's really cool to see other creators. Because I think about the Spectacular Spider-Man by J.M. DeMatteis, we have issues after he leaves the book in there. So I'm so glad that they could have easily stopped at Paul Dini, but they gave us a better collection because otherwise those issues would have been orphaned.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was number 25, or at least a book that would have had this. We actually mapped it starting a little bit earlier with other Zatanna material, but it was number 25 on the Tide Rise.
That's huge, man.
DC omnibus ball.
That's
big.
huge.
Yeah, it's top. I also want to quickly fact check, and then we can move on. So all three of us were wrong. Stefan Rue actually drew a majority of the covers.
Well,
Okay.
Oh, really?
For the
What?
Zatanna,
Okay, good. I'm happy to be wrong.
And Amanda do the cover to number 12.
Amanda did not actually do any. Jesus Size was the
Yes,
person
she
they
did.
were thinking of, Lars, not Amanda Connor.
No, what are you talking about?
You're
Hold on.
I am literally looking at the cover.
All right, guys, listen. It's time for the three guys that
I'm
have
looking
not
at it
been
right now.
wrong during the stream.
Look, it's Jess's moment. This is his moment.
Go ahead, Jess. What is this, Jess?
What is this? Is this the Bronze Age? Beginning of the Bronze Age?
It's the 70s. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, wait. I thought Batman Bronze Age 1. I thought that was being.
This is not the omnibus.
Why?
This is a trade of Batman in the 70s. Yeah.
Oh, a trade. What am I, a peasant? I'm waiting for the omnibus.
Wow.
Okay.
You are indeed a peasant. Glad you
For
figured
those
it
of
out.
you,
That's just like, if you see my checking account, a trade paperback.
this is gonna be an excellent pickup for everybody because it is got the original. I'm assuming that it's going to have the original colors and the original inking that Neil Adams did, but it will, and it's also the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, like right around 1970. Where this is the beginning of the Bronze Age, the good Bronze Age, and Dennis O'Neil is writing amazing stories like the invention of Ra's al Ghul and Talia, and it's not just Neil. It's going to read straight through as a bunch of good stories because it's not just Neil Adams drawn stories. So you'll get a you'll get a continuing story right straight through this, and it's an excellent choice to pick up
if you're a peasant.
All right, there we go.
If you're a peasant.
if you're peasant.
Now, if you're not a peasant, wait, are we okay? I'm not going to transition like that. But this is the Wonder Woman: Dawn Before Darkness, DC Finest, which follows up the previous or the first Wonder Woman DC Finest that we got that feature the first part of Gail Simone's run. This is issues 36 through 44 and 600 of Wonder Woman, along with Secret 6 issues 10 through 14. Blackest Night Wonder Woman issues 1 through 3 that were written by Greg Rucka with art by Nicholas Scott, and DCU Halloween Special issue number 1.
That is a quick turnaround because they have all these years of Wonder Woman they could collect, and they're going back to this era of Gail Simone and Nicholas Scott. That's cool. I like that DC is planning, like, okay, let's go ahead and finish up that story, and then we can go focus on another era of Wonder Woman.
Wesley, that is not true. Just relax. I didn't like any of the Robin stories, and you don't need to try and call me out there in the chat. I just don't particularly care for any of the Robin omnibus. So
you don't like any Robins at all?
In the
he has
that Robin.
He has a variant cover. He has a variant cover. It's a variant cover.
I feel like I'm flipping Dom off, but using this book to do
yes,
it.
because that's a variant cover.
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Look, Lars is like, the shit just got real. He took off his vest.
But I found on
He
my
had the receipts. I respect him for that.
Okay.
But yeah, MP, I'm also surprised to see that we will have one more DC Finest, I'm assuming after this, because it does take up us after
the
after
JMS stuff, yeah,
after 600 with her in the leather black suit right before we get Flashpoint hit.
Yeah.
The next one has the most manga anime vibe on a DC cover I have seen.
Well, yeah, because that is,
I love it.
Yeah, this is that's exactly.
Oh, it's Matt Groom and Kyle Higgins,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, it's exactly, yes. That is exactly why they have the vibe of it. Collecting the 5-issue Immortal Legend Batman series that got announced at C2E2 this year.
Nice.
Continuing on, we got JLA A League of One by Christopher Moeller in a deluxe edition.
That's such a good series that is so underrated. No one talks about it, and it's an Elseworld tale in a deluxe edition. That's so cool. Yeah, it's more of a Wonder Woman story though, but it's still, it's part of the JLA. Love it.
Yeah, it's good.
We got Justice League Red. This is a 6-issue limited series by Saladin Ahmed and Clayton Henry, with Power Girl prominently featured, Deadman, Cyborg, Simon Baz, and Red Tornado. There's a mystery to why Red Tornado is there. Nonetheless, this is 136 pages, $17.99.
Oh, we don't have the contents for the next one. The next one I'm really curious about.
Yeah.
Because they nailed it on that first omnibus. Suicide Squad by John Ostrander, omnibus volume 2. So 1,008 pages. This one's $150. We don't have the contents yet.
So Penguin Random House has the. Do they have the? Hold on. No, never mind. Ignore me.
No, okay. Yeah, no content yet. So as soon as we get that content, I'd love to talk about it because I love this stuff because I assume there's going to be a total of 3 omnis.
Yeah, there's almost no way this could have everything that's left. This was number 49 on the Tyrese Most Wanted DC Omnibus poll this year.
I love that people are reading this. That's freaking awesome, man.
This is a really good sign that DC is super into the mix now. They're really serious.
Yeah.
This is a great sign.
Indeed. Yeah, the mission never ends, and neither does the cost of buying these amazing omnibuses.
No.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Indeed. We got a new edition of Blackest Night in absolute format, collecting the same material as the previous Blackest Night. I want to get this at some point because it's my mission to collect my childhood, but $125, 576 pages.
Oh, nostalgia has a price, my friend.
It does. Like,
eat you alive.
I remember 8-year-old Dom just eating all of this up.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Mom.
What? God forbid me for talking about my experiences on how cool this book was.
I want to turn that around on us, man. That's really
I think I was 48 when this came out.
Okay, Dom, you were 8 years old when Blackest Night came out?
Yeah, when I read the series, dude, something actually came up. I remember calling my uncle. This was back 2 years ago because my mom told him, "Hey, like your nephew, has a comic book collection now, and they want to show it to you. And I showed my uncle the issues that he gave to me when I was a kid, and I also showed him the second omnibus of Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, and he was like, "You have those editions? Those are so cool." And it was just really like heartwarming for me because it kind of like solidified my purpose of being here.
On planet Earth?
Yes, on planet Earth and among the stars as well with the lanterns. No, this book means a lot to me. And I'm really happy that it's back in print again. So
so okay, this is a good litmus test because I mean, Dom, there's so many characters in here. I mean, it is just a unbelievable cornucopia of everything. Did you feel I think we sometimes overestimate how much pre-knowledge is needed. Did you feel overwhelmed by all the characters in here that you doubtless did not recognize?
I remember just going out and seeing like all those different lights that were shown in the book. I was like, okay, I guess this person who looks like a scarecrow just happens to be one, and then I moved on with my life. Okay. I want to say that most of the time that I had reading this book, I had no idea some of these characters. I'm like, Deadman, I don't know who that is, but they're talking about this guy named Boston. I guess it's a person. So yeah, I will say that, yeah, I mean, I probably did, but I don't think 8-year-old Dom cared. I think 8-year-old Dom just wanted to see Hal Jordan beating the crap out of Necron.
Yeah, but it worked for you. Yeah,
it did.
So did
I mean, I'm still reading comics.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go on the nostalgia trip.
No, it's awesome. I love hearing that.
That's all we do here. This stuff makes us relive our past. Jess going on about the Bronze Age and Silver Age,
and the Kennedy assassination. And,
I was alive for that, I will admit.
Okay.
Continuing on. We got Greg Rucka returning to DC with Nicholas Scott on a Cheetah and Cheshire book. Very much Secret 60.
Dude, that's huge. That is huge news. Greg Rucka is one of these guys that doesn't need to go back to Marvel or DC.
This is new?
Yeah, this is new.
Yeah. Rucka kind of sneaks in and he'll do like 6 issues here and then 12 issues here and
Nicholas Scott, has anybody called him out for not going back to doing Black Magic?
I was just gonna say, I'm glad they're doing this, but I want them to go back and do that.
I've been waiting on that Black Magic book for a few years now, Greg. What's up with that?
This is awesome. I didn't know he was going back to do stuff at DC.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No, I think I've been waiting for Black Magic since Dom was 8 years old.
Oh yeah. Before Dom
You're probably right about that. Yeah.
The first issue of this just dropped today, actually.
It did?
So, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, Sergeant Rock, the Rock of Company.
Look at that.
Our army at war, 81 through 122, GI Combat, issue number 68, chronicling the earliest and most iconic stories of Sergeant Frank Rock and the Easy Company, all in a DC Finest edition.
That's awesome, dude.
It is awesome. I'd love to see the sales numbers.
I love what DC Finest is doing with like their science stuff, their horror stuff. And now war. Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And this picks up Sergeant Rock from the start. This is the very beginning, the ground floor. His first appearance.
That's a buy.
Much love. Courtesy
That's
of
awesome.
Yeah, who's putting these much love tags on? I've seen about 6. I've seen about 7 of them by now.
Sorry, Guillermo.
Yeah.
You're gonna call Guillermo out, dude?
It's always much love.
Lo siento, primo.
Guillermo.
All right, what's up?
We got the Elseworlds Justice League Omnibus, which collects, everybody knows Chris's favorite Elseworlds story, Kingdom Come by Mark Waid and Alex Ross. But not only that, they also
crazy that Kingdom
I love that it's in here. Yeah.
Justice
They're
League
not
America
messing
Annual 8 and 10, JLI Annual 5, Guy Gardner Warrior Annual 2, Green Lantern Annuals 3 and 5, Aquaman Annual 2, Flash Annual 7 and 9, Wonder Woman Annual 5, Compendium at Earth's End 1 through 6, League of Justice 1 through 2, the Soups Bats Doom Link Kenner Custom Comic 1, and Golden Age by Paul Smith and James Robinson, one of my favorite stories ever, issues 1 through 4.
Much love.
It is Kingdom Come 1 through 4 for the first time in an omnibus format with freaking Golden Age 1 through 4. Is this even real life, man? That's crazy, dude.
That cover.
1144 pages, $150. Man, those stories, those two alone, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of this, or I haven't read a lot of this. So this is a buy for me.
Okay.
We got Gotham Central in a compact edition. By golly, this is the first 10 issues of Michael Lark's, Greg Rucka's, and Ed Brubaker's Gotham Central run. I mean, you know what? I mean, this ended up on our Batman Evergreen top 10.
It's
and
good.
I'm really happy that it's getting a compact edition too.
It's so good. It needs to be read by everybody.
No,
and actually, compact edition makes sense for people that don't necessarily get comics for something like this, because this will show people like, oh, comics are a lot different than I thought they were. Sean, have you ever read this?
I have not read Gotham Central.
Stop what you're doing right now.
It's time. It's time.
Join Maddie for an old reader, new reader on Gotham Central, and I'll come and join you all.
Let's do it. I've been dying to read this.
Everybody should read that. It's so good.
If you, go ahead, Lars, please.
This is breathtakingly good. I worry that there's not a lot else in print. So if you read this on the cheap and you like it, then next up is the $100 omnibus.
That's the point. Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah, I suppose.
You like it?
Gateway drugs, baby.
That's right. You think everything is going to be $9.99?
This is the portal drug, yeah.
Yes, Ronzilla, double down on it. Log off and
Ronzilla knows what's up. If you want to find out how Batman affects literally everyone, even in ways that you don't think of, you have to read this book. I think it's the perfect pitching for for what it is. Continuing on, we got the Bronze Age Omnibus of Teen Titans 2026 edition from the folks over with Bob Haney, Nick Cardy, collecting Teen Titans 25 through 53, Brave and the Bold 94, 102, and 149, Batman Family number 6 and 8 through 9 from the fam.
I'll take this super chat.
Do not. I swear to God, Omar. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'm a 47-year-old man. You can't tell me what to not say. Age is just a number. And all you are risen right now.
God.
I appreciate it.
Risen.
Yes, that gets worse when Jess says it. All right. Let's keep going.
Fully glowed up.
Oh,
man.
My.
Look at the next book, man, because we were just talking about this.
We were just talking about it. This is
wild to me. This is crazy.
First omnibus of Urban Legends. It has been some of these stories, because they jump into other creators' runs at the time, are collected in different omnibuses, but it is now in its own omnibus in the anthological series. Issues 1 through 16 are collected in here.
I know what it means. I have teenage daughters with teenage friends. All right. $100. So this is going past the Chip Zdarsky stuff, and perhaps why it's not included in the Chip Zdarsky omnibus, right? Is that what we're thinking?
Well, I mean, he only wrote one Jason Todd story in the first 6 issues. This is an anthology book with
it is collected in there. It's
but
story.
those are the stories that he wrote, like Peter was mentioning.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, I'm just impressed because I don't often think of the DC and Marvel anthology series as things to like leap into omnibus with, but this had a very high creator pedigree. It was really, really fun to read. It also had a second series that it jumped into after this, Batman Brave and the Bold, that had another lengthy run. And so I would imagine that they'll probably omnibus that as well. I just think it's exciting. I'd like to see some imagination and what things are getting picked from recent comic books. And traditionally, this is not the kind of book that would get an omnibus.
Indeed.
But it is Batman, though. It's got some pretty big names on it, so yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't even call it. They could have called it something like Batman Family or something, because he's not the primary star, and I do worry, but I'm not saying anything against it. I actually really like this whole anthology series. I just think people are going to buy it and discover that he is an urban legend in this book. He is not often the star of the stories.
He is, Peter is correct.
Nightwing Compendium 3 should have the Dixon written Joker's Last Laugh, JLA 59. Robin, you're talking about the tie-ins to Joker's Last Laugh. I mean, honestly, they're not 100% necessary. I know what you mean. They would be more complete, but that's more of a Joker's Last Laugh story than a Nightwing thing. I think they're just putting the last laugh because Nightwing does play a big role in it. Razor Ramen, you need to stop. using ChatGPT to find out how the kids are speaking these days. What's next, Dom?
We got Camelot 3000 by Brian Pollan and Mike W. Barr. If you would have told me that this would get a trade paperback release, I would have called you crazy. This is going to collect the 12-issue series.
It belongs in an absolute edition.
Well, yeah, it does.
I never read it.
Yeah, for the age when you could walk into DC and go, I know, we're going to do a sci-fi version of Camelot with no named DC characters. And they were like, great, let's do that.
Wait, but was it Brian Boland that walked in? Then I would have been like, everybody shut up and listen.
Be a little prepared. He wasn't quite Brian Boland then. So the art is,
I think it's
not Killing Joke level.
Solid.
I do too.
It is solid, but it's not Killing Joke level. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
This was a trade paperback first, then it got a deluxe.
Yeah.
Now it's got a trade paperback again. Yeah, I believe.
Maybe they can get Brian Boland to do another commission cover.
I think he's going blind, and that's why he doesn't.
Seriously?
But you know what? I don't know if that's true because it was, of all people, Gabe told us that, Jess, many years ago on Omnibus. So I don't know if that's true or not. Should have checked my sources. All right, what's next?
There you go. We have had this covered. This is the absolute edition of Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I will say, Penguin Random House did pull this off of their entire site 3 weeks ago, and it did get pushed from February the 3rd to this date that you see here. So this is just a tentative date. It also went from 512 pages to 736 pages. So there is supposedly an additional 224 pages of
The history of the DC universe is included in this.
Well, but it was already solicited with that when we got the DC solicits for the for that specific month.
Yeah, but the page count I think they used for that was just a straight up reprint page count from the original Absolute Crisis.
I think.
By the way, I don't know if y'all keep up with like Jerry Ordway or any of the creators behind this, how they're going back and meticulously, restoring the artwork. Oh my gosh, it's going to be beautiful. Is it going to be confusing as hell and help you understand what's happening if you didn't understand it? No, not at all. You will fall in love with that art. Oh man, this is correct.
I don't think it's as confusing as people think it is, because like if there's a bunch of people standing with Superman and they're his friends, they're probably the good guys. You were
worried about 8-year-old Dom being confused with just
I was asking the question. This should be something truly special. Yeah, I noticed it's written by one Marvin Wolfman. Who is the poor cousin of Marv Wolfman, obviously.
Marv, much love.
Was that a bad
and
much love from you?
Leave my boy alone, man.
Yeah,
leave my boy
Guillermo has one slogan and he's sticking with it. Yeah,
indeed.
It is very important to mention that it is going to be recolored.
Yes.
With the original colors, not like the new Absolute, or the Absolute edition has like modern, not true modern colors like Swamp Thing, but this will go back to its truest form. So very happy about
unrecolored.
We got Superman Time and Time Again by Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, and Lou Simonson, Roger Stern. This is the tail heat of that specific editorial team over at Superman issues 49 to 56, along with the issue of Starman 28, which I love seeing there. Adventures of Superman 472 to 479, and Action Comics 659 to 666.
Yeah, that's the Roger Stern Starman, not the James Robinson Starman.
Yep,
not to get confused. That was another series. But yeah, this is
this is Triangle. This is the beginning of Triangle Omnibus Volume 1 in DC Finest.
Mm-hmm. Yep. True. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got the 2025 DC Pride one-shot collected in a standard size hardcover here, like they have been doing for the last 3 years, if my mind can also count. $24.99 again. We got a brand new edition of the Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino Green Arrow. We got the clans going up against each other in this one at $49.99, 480 pages, collecting the same material as in the previous deluxe edition printing.
I love this book.
Yeah, it was solid. And is this the beginning of their relationship, like Andre Sorrentino and Jeff Lemire? Because after this, Old Man Logan, they did.
Hadn't they already done I Vampire? Or was that Joshua Hill-Fialkov on I Vampire with Andrea Sorrentino at the beginning of New?
I think that was the latter.
Yeah, I don't think it was Jeff Lemire.
So yes, continuing on, we do have an absolute edition of Batman and Robin by Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely, Philip Tan, Cameron Stewart, and everyone else that you can think of. Issues 1 through 16, and the much wanted The Return one-shots, along with The Return of Bruce Wayne, are also collected in here with more back matter and bonus content from the original absolute release and more.
This one has been a long time coming, man. Well, I know people have been asking for this book for years.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty cool that it's now finally coming back or coming out in June of next year.
Yes, indeed. If we can continue on from June 2nd, Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez are taking over Batman after Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb recently took it to new heights with Hush Tua. This is going to take in the reins for issues 1 through 6. $29.99 for the standard size hardcover and $19.99 for the regular trade paperback.
Whoa! You missed that it has the Guillermo seal of approval.
Oh, that's right.
I feel like me and Guillermo can go grab a beer and get along really well.
I want to meet Guillermo. He's got good taste, man. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna quote Kyle Starks. So Kyle and I were at an after party, and Kyle hates going to after parties. But Matt Fraction was there, and he was talking about how he looked at me and he was like, you know why the comic book industry has sucked for 5 years? Because Matt Fraction hasn't been writing comics for 5 years. Because Matt Fraction had come in and done a Minor Threats comic. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to Batman.
Mm-hmm. More impressive,
who refuses to leave Batman and has just found his home.
He is the modern day Jim Aparo, I think, by almost every standard, and I just find it really cool that he just decided to stick on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, he did the kickoff for the Summer of Superman one shot, but I find it really cool that he gets to stick on one book, and he loves doing it, so can't blame him.
Yep, that's awesome.
We got the second volume of Detective Comics, the New 52 Omnibus. This is the
another crazy thing I did not see happen.
This is continuing on the John Layman and Jason Fabok run. Catwoman 27 to 28, Batgirl 27, Birds of Prey 27 to 28, Detective Comics 25 through 52, Batwing 27, Annual 3 from Detective, Secret Origins 2 and 10, Future's End, Convergence Justice League, and Endgame #1.
Peter, what
number 268 on this year's Tiger Eyes Most Wanted, also in the top half.
Thank you.
No Guillermo stamp of approval on that one.
No Guillermo for the $150 book.
Guillermo spits on it.
Indeed.
Guillermo's thrifty.
Very splashless. I cannot speak. World War V Volume 1 trade paperback. If you don't have the standard size hardcover, pick up this. We got the second compendium of Superman Adventures, and I do find it interesting because Volume 1 had this as the solicited cover. This is now the cover. Seems like the Compendium 2. Collecting issues 29 through 66.
Okay. Got the seal of approval right there, Guillermo.
Yeah, much love.
Nice. I'll get it now.
I want to see if me and Guillermo agree on the seal of approvals. Let's see. What does he think about Red Sun?
No much love here, but this is getting a compact 1 through 3 here.
Wow, a compact. Is that our first DC Elseworld compact, or have we had something else?
Did they do Kingdom Come?
They did.
I think they did. So you're right. Yeah. Thank you for that, Lars.
Mm-hmm. I'm good for something. It's useful. Not much, but yeah.
Yes, indeed. We got Janoy Lindsay and Al Ewing's continuation of Green Lantern. What if if the central powering that you thought of did not exist in the way that you thought? This is going to collect issues 7 through 12, standard size hardcover, trade paperback release, but we already covered that. Mark Waid and Dan Mora's World's Finest is finally getting a deluxe edition. This is the first time. This is the first time that we have ever gotten Dan Mora in oversized at DC, if my mind can wrap my head around that. This is going to collect issues 1 through 10 of the World's Finest series and 1050 of Detective Comics.
Great run, phenomenal run, and I'm so glad it's going to be in deluxe.
I am really surprised we did not go omnibus with this, with as many issues that have been out.
And I have
they could have easily done an omnibus of issues 1 to 25. It killed in the poll. I think it's definitely in the top 60.
I really think that Jess probably needs to buy this, and then we can announce a Batman Superman World's Finest omnibus.
If that's what it takes, I've already got all the standard hardcovers. I'll buy this too.
But this comes with Detective Comics 1050, Jess.
I know that's something I gotta get because of that. You're 100% right.
100. You all heard that? Uncanny Omar's 100% right.
Yeah, Mink, you'd be right. You'd be right. I am wrong about that. It's in 2 weeks too.
Oh yeah. That's okay. Let's move on to the next book.
We got the Impossible Escape in the same line as the previous team-ups, DC Finest Chase to the Ends of the Earth. We don't have the contents for this one, unfortunately, but it's still 624 pages, $39.99. I had a blast with reading the issues in the first one, and I cannot wait to read the ones in the second. I just like it when people decide, say, hey, we're gonna beat somebody today.
You're in for just punching people in the face.
I mean, that's what these issues usually are. So yeah, I mean, they're all, if it's Jim Aparo drawing people getting
Jim Aparo will usually punch someone in the face. Yes, if you can help it. No, one of the nice things about here is just the kind of the weird team ups like Batman and the Creeper and things like that. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun and very good art. Yeah.
They got Wildcat and Batman too on the cover. Like, who can say no to that?
And those weird Wildcat issues that sort of, pretend to take place on Earth 1, maybe.
Yep.
Now, we don't have full contents on this one listed yet, but based on the name and the cover, we can kind of prognosticate where it's going to fall. This might be one that skips over a volume. I don't think it's directly adjacent to the other team-ups volume we have. Of course, that doesn't matter all too much because this is team-ups issues are not like sequential storytelling. They're kind of all one-offs. But this is not necessarily the next sequential DC team-ups. Finest.
For the next one, I have a question for Sean. So this is a Supergirl Silver Age omnibus. Sean, have you read Golden and Silver Age stories from DC or Marvel for that matter? Any?
Yes, I have read some of like Spider-Man. I've read some of that. I've read every issue of Amazing Spider-Man. But for DC, I've only really done it for research purposes. So like on my channel, we do these deep dives, and one of them was about the DC implosion that happened during the 70s. So I've read a lot of that stuff.
I was curious how much you had read and what you enjoyed, if it is your cup of tea, if you will. DC Golden and Silver Age isn't for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's
apparently not even the Bronze Age is for everybody either. It's a bad era of the Bronze Age I wasn't aware of.
No, I keep famously saying that it is of historical interest. It's mainly of historical interest, mainly.
Mainly.
Yeah. It is interesting in case, but I don't know. It's hard for me to enjoy.
Sean, would you please enlighten people? What is the name of your channel, my brother?
Yes, thank you so much for asking, Vermilion. So my channel is The Comics Pals. You can find us on youtube.com/The Comics Pals. Thank you so much. And while you're asking about me, if you'll be so kind as to subscribe over there, that would be wonderful. However, you should hit the like button here. Please.
That's very true.
Thank you.
What a transition. A++.
Sean is the man.
Thank you.
Indeed. Okay, so we already went over the Brainiac Reborn omnibus. This one I found interesting because they announced this the day after the Idolized catalog dropped, which is a brand new Black Label series by Gabe Hardman, which is the Batman Green Arrow Question Arcadia. It's a 5-issue standard size series. Yeah, I just found it interesting because sometimes these things happen, and then you find out, oh, there's a book that hasn't been announced yet by DC that's going to be published, and this happened to be one of them.
That happens from time to time in solicitations too, where a book hasn't been announced yet. It's happened when we've gone over Marvel solicits, and I remember Peter was like, "I don't think we knew about this book."
So yes, this is the same writer as the Green Lantern Earth 1 books, if I recall correctly. Gabe Hardman? Artist, okay.
But he's writing here. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. We got a compact edition of the transformation of Jason Todd from the kid who wore short shorts to the man who is the envy of every single young adult girl that I actually have talked to so far who's like comics.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not joking. I have been in Free Comic Book Day lines where I've talked to people, in line, and yeah, the demographic for fans of Jason Todd, at least for modern, are women like 19 to 28 years old.
Well,
I could fix him.
Well,
You're so right.
What? Go ahead, Dom. I'm sorry.
Okay, anyways, Batman 635, 641, 645, 650, annual 25 as a part of Jason Todd's comeback from the grave. So yeah, if you're interested in getting that in a compact, there you go.
Well, again, James Starlin. Why are they writing out everyone's names? It's bizarre.
It's not James Aparo.
Not James Aparo, I know.
No,
this is wrong. Those are the wrong creators. These are two of the wrong creators.
Yeah, no, it's not the wrong.
That's because Guillermo could not write every single one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
X-Men written by Christopher Claremont. I mean. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We have a Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths.
There we go. Okay, yeah.
That collects Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths 1 through 7. Flash 783 to 786. Road to Dark Crisis number 1. I Am Batman 15. Dark Crisis Young Justice 1 through 6. Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League. Soups, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Bats, and The Deadly Green number 1. Warzone number 1. The Dark Army number 1 and Big Bang number 1. The only real the part of the issue, not issue, but like I would like to see them add Infinite Frontier
yes.
and Justice League Incarnate. I think those series have not only been publicly endorsed by Joshua Williamson to be a part of this ongoing saga that he had during Infinite Frontier, but I don't think it makes sense to not have them here. And I do think that those are effectively a part 1 and part 2 of this 3-parter, if you will, for Joshua Williamson's DC saga.
Yeah, it's tricky because that would be another, 12 issues? So it would pump up the pages a lot. And DC seems to be into these slimmer omnibuses lately. If they want to go big, they're going compendiums. But I would at least like to see that as an independent deluxe edition. It just doesn't feel like you're giving this story the proper due without making that available in the same format. Yeah. This was 188. So in the top third of the most wanted omnibus poll from Tiger Eyes.
Yeah, I also find it interesting that they printed Night Terrors before this omnibus came out, just partly because of the release dates. But yeah, I would like to see Infinite Frontier and Justice League Incarnate be added at some point. But again, we'll have to see what happens.
Okay, let's go with
Robin. The origin of Robin, collecting perhaps the first issues of this sterling boy wonder. $39.99, 600 pages. We have no idea for the contents, but this is what we do have.
Sorry, I was just reading Cliff's comment.
I know.
Wow, no content for that one, but we do have content for the Milestone Compendium.
No, we do not. No, this is the same. Hold on.
We do.
This is Compendium 5's content. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
they
it's
updated it.
They updated it.
Dedication.
Yeah, they updated it finally. Blood Syndicate 33 to 35, Hardware 39 to 50, Icon 38 to 42, Static 32 to 45, Wise Sun, the White Wolf 1 through 4, Heroes 1 through 6, Static Shock, Rebirth of the Cool 1 through 4, and Milestone Forever 1 through 2.
And I think this wraps it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Mm-hmm.
It's just wild to think that we now have over 6,000 pages of the complete Milestone on our bookshelves as of June 16th of next year. I cannot wait to binge it all when that arrives.
Yeah,
it's wilder to think that not only can you collect it this way, but they're also going to do the DC Finest version of just characters instead of like having everything collected of the Milestone universe. we are living in the most amazing time of collected editions.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. I never thought this day would come.
No.
Like, all of them are now out or will be as of 2026.
Yes, indeed. So moving on from there, we do have Red Hood Volume 1. This is this has been snuck in as a sneak romance book between Jason Todd and Helena.
Whoop. Scott Guillermo's
Huntress?
digging it.
Yeah, so Guillermo clearly ships Red
no.
Hood and
Oh,
Huntress
no.
together.
Oh, we have a new player.
Two
were-
loves.
Monica.
Monica Molina.
New player introduced.
I hope she's
Wow.
watching and going, what the hell are those fools talking about? I just write little blurbs about funny books.
Yeah. Well, yes.
I like a dangerously toxic relationship that pulls him back into his violent, self-destructive nature. I mean, what really makes him go violent is just, he dumps his girlfriend or his girlfriend dumps him.
This is a mature readers content.
no,
Like-
this is an ongoing DC book that they're publishing.
Okay. Interesting. And Absolute Flash.
Yep, Absolute
Absolute
Flash. Nick Robles and Jeff Lemire take Wally West in a completely different direction. That is definitely not Absolute Flash. This is going to collect issues, if I may. It should be 7 through 12. But anyways,
Yeah, they haven't revealed what's in there. But we do have the content of DC's finest.
Yeah, Fourth
Fourth
World
World.
movie. Old Gods Die, if I may, $39.99. Forever People 1 through 5, New Gods 1 through 4, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 133 to 141, Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane 115, and Mr. Miracle 1 through 4. I can finally, get Jack Kirby's DC stuff on my shelf.
Yeah, it's nice to have this available in a cheaper format. So
Yeah, Josh Greyhouse has been egging me to get the absolutes, and I just don't have the money for the absolutes. So,
Well, now you're going to get the
well,
DC
again,
finest.
have you read them?
I have read them. I've read them on DC Universe Infinite.
Okay.
The question is why?
Book club.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Those issues were not. Yeah, they were not short reads. I will say that much.
It's a little tough to get into at first, man. Those Jimmy Olsen issues. Woo! I don't know how I jested it as a young buck.
Oh boy. Yeah, actually I it was pretty wacky and weird, especially Jimmy Olsen. But it was even as a little kid, well, I was like 13, I guess. I still recognized that it was Jack Kirby, and so I was definitely willing to give it a go.
All right, Jess, is the next book endorsed by you, my friend? Is this a good era of the Bronze Age? Justice League, the Bronze Age Omnibus Volume 1. Is this before it went whack?
Is this crystal meth or just weed?
I do not want to be known as the Bronze Age hater.
No. Just one era of the Bronze
Only
Age.
the later Bronze.
Oh my
Well,
god.
So since this is the beginning of the Bronze Age, I think that I think everybody can enjoy it. I would get that if I don't already have it. Yeah, I don't think I have it, but yeah, I would be much willing to read this.
He endorses this. This got a percentage of approval.
It's one of my favorite covers of these special commissioned covers of the.
Yes.
I
Silver
have
and Bronze
Simonson
Age.
Thor.
Do not date anyone who doesn't have.
I have Simonson Thor on my shelf.
Oh man!
Don't date anybody who only has the original or the recolored Simonson. Thor
I
on their
don't.
shelves. Only,
I have-
only
Don't
people
date
with the
any
original.
chick that only has Red Hood on the shelf is what I'm talking about. All right, let's move on.
All right.
I know, John. I didn't know. I much willing. I had lost my ability to speak there. So yeah, you're right to call me out on that.
Indeed. And yes, this is the Swamp Thing by Ram V and Mike Perkins in a deluxe. Ram V confirmed it with me months ago, and I'm glad it's here. Swamp Thing 1 through 16, Swamp Thing Halloween Spectacular 1, Future State Swampy 1 through 2, and Poison Ivy Swamp Thing Feral Trees number 1, which is co-written by written by G. Willow Wilson. Yeah.
Could I say a few words about this book?
Talk to me, Sean. More than a few.
I rarely ever say few words. This book is stellar. I have no relationship to Swamp Thing. Don't really care. Ram V found a way to make that character super compelling to me. Part of it was introducing a new person to be the Swamp Thing. Levi is a very interesting character. And Ram doesn't just introduce a new person to be Swamp Thing. He fills in Levi's world with all this history and family drama. It's really a story about this broken family and all these other things that are happening around this broken family are interesting and great. But when you get to the nitty-gritty, this is about an individual man and his relationship with his brother and father. So if you relate to those concepts, then everything else is just candy. And that issue of Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing, Feral Trees is absurdly good. That is a phenomenal one-shot. G. Willow Wilson, she wrote her butt off with that one. Tremendous stuff.
Okay,
Do we want to take
approval?
Do we want to take bets on who put much love on this one? Guillermo? Is it Monica?
I go with Guillermo.
Is it an unknown third party?
Yeah, it could be unknown.
2, 1. Much love from.
A new fighter has entered the ring.
I hope all these people at PRH appreciate the shout outs they're getting when no other channel gives them a shout out. Wow.
Omar, when are you going to have Guillermo on a stream?
Me and Guillermo are going to go drinking and do a drunken.
I feel like these are panelists already.
All right.
I do have to take my leave, unfortunately.
Oh, Sean, always a pleasure, buddy.
Yes,
where can people find you?
Great pleasure.
Well, first of all, thank you for always having me on the channel. I deeply appreciate it. I'll be back here tomorrow.
Maybe. Actually, Friday, I think. I'll email you. I'll email you.
Sure. I'll be back here whenever that's going to be.
Whenever it may be.
But in any event, thank you guys so much for having me. I love being on here. The Comics Pals all over YouTube, all over the internet. We've got Ultimate August going on all month long. So we're talking all about the original Ultimate Universe on our Saturday streams. So if you're into that, come hang out with us Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. That does kind of conflict with Near Mint, so do whatever you're going to do. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Baba Booey to y'all.
Good to see you, Sean.
Baba Booey to y'all. Enjoy the show. Bye.
Oh, he watches Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Or did you get him to say that? Oh, that's awesome.
No, he's a big fan.
Well, I'm glad
He's
you guys bonded over something. Yeah, I love Sean.
Yeah.
Super knowledgeable, super nice guy.
Yeah.
Not as
what
funny
a great channel.
as I am.
Like positive vibes, but still really go in and dissect the stuff and have interesting conversations. So it's not like toxic positivity, but it's approaching like comics are good. Let's talk about them. I really one of my favorite comic book channels on YouTube.
Are you still talking about me? No.
It does kind of sound similar to Near Mint Condition because they have a very similar vibe. So if y'all love Near Mint Condition, you will love the Comic Pals.
And he's a beautiful pianist. That's why they call him the Liberace of YouTube.
That's right. And he can play Moonlight Sonata without his eyes open.
You bet.
All right.
All right.
Let's move on.
The non-Beethoven material that we are discussing today. This is Batman and Robin, Volume 3, the brand new arc where Philip Kennedy Johnson is apparently bringing back a brand new character. He's making a brand new character, and he's bringing back an old villain that he cannot talk about, but it will be in this volume. Damian Wayne's also back in an original Robin outfit. So take of that what you will. It's Guillermo.
Wow, Omar, you're not in the top 5. You best ask your mom. All right, let's keep going.
Crazy to think about. If you guys want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger's Batman or Mr. Freeze
I was going to say that I missed
I know. I was like,
if I missed that movie, no. I promise it is. Listen, man. If you want to see Mr.
Almost there.
Listen, $24.99, 280 pages. I'll let her know.
Before the night's over, go on, Dom.
No, I don't even need to know if I need to say anything else about this trade paperback. We got the return. We got the re-edition of Jack Kirby's Bronze Age omnibus of the DC universe.
This is fun. Way fun. This is way fun's Bronze Age stuff from Jack Kirby.
Way
I highly
fun.
endorse it. Super fun. Super readable.
Super readable, collecting D's of the Mob 1 through 2, Spirit World 1, Weird Mystery Tales 1 through 3, Demon 1 through 16, Sandman 1 through 6, OMAC 1 through 8, Our Fighting Forces 151 to 162, the first volume of Superpowers, the second one, and a lot more.
I like how they dismissively write it up as these other Jack Kirby comics. It's like, oh yes, these other ones.
Wait, where? I forget. Where's Commandy collected?
It has his own omnibus.
It's its own, yeah.
He was on that one quite a while.
This is a big book. This is 1,472 pages, $175.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a new printing, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Indeed. To round out the last couple, Get Jiro, the complete collection, which I've never read, but I read the synopsis. It's apparently about this restaurant in Los Angeles where like people try to take over other restaurants. I don't know. $29.99. This is going to collect Get Jiro and Blood and Sushi.
Okay, Anthony Bourdain, as in
Yes.
the late Anthony Bourdain.
Yes, as in the late Anthony Bourdain.
His comic book. He was
I
in the
didn't
comics. He wrote a Wolverine one shot too.
Yeah.
He wrote a Wolverine one shot.
Yeah, and you didn't
Pretty
know
sure.
about it.
Yeah,
I'm telling the
I
truth.
actually saw him at New York Comic Con like a few months before he died. He liked comics. He liked
I
reading.
didn't know he was a comics guy. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he was he doing something for Burger Books?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was, so.
Hungry Ghosts.
It is a Japanese. Oh, okay. Yes, I have read that. It is a Japanese word, right? So it is get. Is it Get Hiro or Jiro?
I mean, I have I don't want to pull that card, but I have like my friend's brother. His name is Jiro, like, and that's how we say it. So
you just pulled that card. It's okay.
I did pull that card because that's what I call him all the time.
Rightly or wrongly. That's what
Rightly
I
or
call him.
wrong, yeah.
Rightly or wrongly. All right, let's go to
Calling
the
him
next
the wrong name for 20 years, but
Only 20, just about. Robin Year One. This is you know what this is. It's Chuck Dixon and Scott Beatty with Javi Polito.
So
collecting.
good, man.
I like there on the cover how Robin's trying to look sneaky. You know, it's like, oh, you can't see me if I'm
In this style at 10.6.
He's trying to mimic his dad, Batman. He's
Right,
like, "Look,
yes.
I can be badass.
I too am a bat. I'm very confused.
I will be a bat.
Let's go to the last page because we're looking at Batgirl of Burnside getting a
Yeah, this is
choice.
this is very much beloved by that that same demographic that I mentioned earlier, at least from the sample sizes that I have conducted. $9.99 for the Brandon Fletcher era of Batgirl with her in the purple suit. One of the more well-known / iconic covers of recent memory for Barbara Gordon, collecting Batgirl 35 to 52, Annual 3, Secret Origins 10, and DC Sneak Peek Batgirl, issue number 1.
Wait, 32 to 52.
35 to 52, sorry.
It's still
Yeah,
big
that's
for a compact.
Still
That's
a
still pretty big.
compact.
312
That's
pages.
That's man, that's a
Which
deal.
doesn't feel right.
Yeah, maybe something is off there. I do think that is the perfect Batgirl for a DC compact. It has that manga flair.
Yeah.
She's taking a freaking selfie. That's the perfect compact size book.
Dom's right. It's 35 through 52.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that could be possible if they're 20-page issues plus cover.
Batgirl Annual 3, DC Sneak Peek, Batgirl Endgame, and a story for Secret Origins 10.
But this is the compact. That's
and they'll probably omit all that extra stuff from the omnibus.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was just telling you about 35 through 52 that you guys.
Oh, I see. Understood. My bad on that,
I get
Jess.
it. Yeah.
You wait, did I do something wrong?
Oh no, I did something wrong.
Absolutely, you did. I don't know what, but you absolutely did.
No, it is Matt Wagner's Batman and the Monster Men 2026 edition, July 7th, 6-issue series. So if you want this in a reprint with the DC Blue logo, check it out.
I kick myself for passing up on the Matt Wagner Batman hardcover.
Matt Wagner's always good.
I cannot believe I passed up on it. Ron
did.
Check the IDs of everyone I talked to about comics so I can get my demographics info correct. Liar.
Make sure they're of age as well. Yeah.
No, Lars. No, we're moving past that comment.
Hey, Justice League of America, the Silver Age Omnibus, Volume 1, the 2026 edition. We talked about the DC Finest. Yes, pretty much the same contents as the previous one. Again, $125. 890.
This was your Justice League, right, Jess? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I you know, that's I get why people like Nightfall, because that's what they grew up with. But this is what I grew up with. I honestly would not recommend this to anybody. You definitely should sample it first. But yeah, this is my era that I really, really dug.
It's why Jess has a Felix Faust tattoo on his lower back.
That's right.
You told me you weren't going to tell anybody.
Sorry.
I want to know how you two. Never mind. Let's move on to
the thing that's really interesting me about this, we did just see a DC Finest with the first huge chunk of this, over half of this content in it. But it really shows me that this idea that you can't put things out in the same release window that has similar content, it's gone. Like, and DC is very good at book market sales and data, so I would trust them to know. I think the compact fans and the Finest fans and the Omnibus fans are not all the same fans, and I think that they've realized that they can release stuff in the same window, and it's fine.
Same with the Absolute fans and the Compendium fans. I mean, we just had the Doom Patrol Silver Age Omnibus out, very much in close with the release of the Doom Patrol DC Finest. And I just find that really cool that we're getting both out at a pretty similar rate, similar time.
Well, and it almost speaks to, like, if there's hunger in the market for a certain run, there's hunger at across formats. It's not this idea of like, oh, you got to keep them hungry, trickle them out, only do the Omnibus now, do the Finest later, then do the Absolute. It's kind of like, no, man, if people want it, they want it.
Yeah, yes, indeed. We're gonna continue on with
things people want.
Things people want. Yes, this is the third volume. This is the second volume in a 3-volume set. We already had Nightwing by Tom Taylor 1.5 earlier. We have volume 2 now. This says,
just to be clear, folks, Dom refers to the Titans run as part of the Nightwing by Tom Taylor.
Yes.
This is really the second of 2 omnibuses,
Yes.
but Dom is just grouping them together.
I just like, because it's in my head. I find it funny. But anyways,
I think it's true, though. They do all go together, and that very much is a Nightwing book, but just the people are confused. Yeah,
they do. So again, I'm going to assume incorrect contents on this, as we saw in the first volume of Nightwing by Tom Taylor when that got put out on the catalog. But as of now, it is 101 to 118 and 2022 annual number 1. I'm going to assume, yes, was it 97 through 100? Omit the issues that are in the Titans Omni and then continue along with the rest here.
I don't think it's gonna omit the issues from the Titans Omni, but I guess we'll see.
We will see.
I'll bet you
that would be
$shiny dollar coin.
Really weird if they are omitting it. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do that, but we shall see.
We shall see. And I'm hoping that one of the things I love about this run, I'm really able to move on, is all the covers that Bruno Redondo was doing for the series. And I would just be so fascinated to see if they find some way to make this foily or just make it cool with the dust jacket.
Certainly did in the first one. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, this is issue 300 or issue 113. The run of my mind gets that right. Okay, they're making an this is the first Black Label magazine oversized hardcover to ever be put out in Absolute. This is Wonder Woman Historia by Kelly Sue DeConnick, Gene Ha, Phil Jimenez, Nicholas Scott, 256 pages at $100, collecting the 3-issue series. I have my copy very firmly in hand with look at that. Not Matt.
You guys are fighting over who's got whose copy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Two different covers. What do you got, Jess?
I have I think the one Dom has.
Lars?
You want me to go get it?
I don't have any.
Wake up, Lars.
I'm awake. I don't have any of them.
He doesn't have any of them.
Okay. Oh man,
This is
you're
a
messing
truly definitive
Beautiful.
re-origin of Wonder Woman. It's not just about Wonder Woman, though she's actually barely in it. It's a version of the mythology of the Amazons that doesn't completely dispute what's been established at DC before, but kind of just takes a purely mythological approach. It has absolutely breathtaking art. It's a different artist in every one of these 3 giant oversized issues.
Nicola Scott, Gene Ha, and Phil Jimenez, right?
Yeah, all 3 people who are authorized to draw my hair if they would like. And
Nice.
just, I mean, I cried through at least half of this. I think it's just an absolutely stunning, brilliant work of art.
I think this is the best thing Kelly Sue DeConnick has ever written. I found it really compelling. Besides the fabulous artwork, I think her writing was stellar on this.
Yeah.
How many people are authorized to draw your hair? Is it just those 3, or is it
Also,
more
Greg
grand-
Land. Also, Greg Land.
Greg
Pay
Land.
attention, Lars. Pay
Okay.
attention.
All right.
Yeah,
Are they
one of my
authorized to
most-
draw only your hair, or the rest of you as well?
Greg Land can draw every part of me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Okay. Continuing on from that, we do have Batman Blind Justice, which are 3 issues done by Sam Hamm and Dennis Cowan. This I was actually very interested in this. This is issues 598 to 600.
But
And
really,
it's
it's
five-
more than that.
That's not.
Yeah, I was
right.
gonna say that can't. That can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the next sequential Batman one after the one we already looked at earlier. A lot of people, when we were looking at the Batman one earlier, which was titled, somebody remind me, that was Death in the Family, were saying, ooh, are all these other stories I want going to be in the next one? People were naming Lonely Place of Dying and also another story, which I don't recall. That's actually after this one. So Blind Justice, this is going to have the stuff directly around issue 600, and it's going to push a little bit past that. I don't think, based on the page length, it's going to quite get to Lonely Place of Dying, but this is the next sequential one.
Indeed. MP, who I find to be one of the most useful Batman mappers in the comment section community, I completely agree with the mapping there. 430, 439, and 013, 596, 603. That makes sense.
Yeah, I like that mapping. That's good. Man, it's a lot of pages if that page count is right.
It's
Well, yeah, and that's one of the
but-
bigger ones, but they've
right.
shown a willingness to go
Right.
big on Batman.
But yeah,
ones.
the Batman ones are way over comparatively to all the other DC finest we've had. Like, it's nothing new from the line. I mean, Killing Joke was also like, what, 660 from my mind gets right. But anyways, they're big.
And if that mapping is correct, by the way, this will then end with year 3.
Look at that. We got year 2 and year 3 in DC finest. Omar is one of the happiest people in the world.
Damn, I'm replacing all of Jess's Long Halloween and Dark Victory.
Will Dark Victory Collected be in this? Probably not, but this is the DC Universe by Alex Toth Deluxe Edition, $49.99, 376 pages. We don't know the contents of this one yet.
It's got Witching Hour? I assume here I got. Let me go back.
Yeah, Witching Hour, Detective Comics, House of Mystery, Our Army at War, Adventure Comics, and more.
I know Josh is pretty happy with that. He's a big fan of Alex Toth. So yeah, it's pretty cool that they're doing it because it was, we put it in our Omni poll and Josh actually mapped it out for us. So yeah, pretty cool, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also got a Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I just said, yeah, it's cool.
Oh, my bad. We got a you got a compendium of Planetary by Warren Ellis and the late legendary John Cassaday.
God, I love this book so much.
It is a wonderful
comics.
If you have not read it, I would suggest, just like we did for Gotham Central, quit the stream and read it if you have not read it yet. Although I guess Sean isn't here, so I don't know if that applies.
Jess, would you like to take this one? Is that Lars? Lars signing a book? I just got that.
Yeah, Razor got Lobo 61 and had Lars.
That's
sign
right.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I forgot it.
I signed it for free. It's true. It was not flabbed. Okay. We didn't get it witnessed and slabbed.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, we're moving
book, by the
on.
way.
We are almost. We are literally almost at
Omni.
the end. We're on the last 12. We got Volume 7 of G. Willow Wilson and Marcio Takara's Poison Ivy, Amos Boucher. Collecting. We don't know yet.
You do not speak French, I take it.
No, he speaks French. It's very.
I have-
It's a completely different dialect. Yeah.
He doesn't have a friend's brother that's named Amoj Boucher. I got
It's nobody should be teased about not knowing words that they've read 100 times. It's a mouche bouche.
a moose boosh.
A moose
Ooh, that
bouche.
sounds
It doesn't
pretty.
have an accent at the end of the E.
A moose boosh.
Moosh boosh.
No, not I was just slurring my words because we've been on this stream for 3.5 hours. A
Indeed.
moose.
Um,
Okay, let's keep
but-
going.
But yes, we're on. We got Superman Action Comics by Dan
Yes!
Jurgens, Omnibus Volume 2, which is going to
Give it to
collect
the
the
baby.
last half of the run, 1051 to 1057, along with the Oz Effect Deluxe Edition contents. Special number 1 of Action Comics, the Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Special, one I bought
I'm
because
so
it
glad
had it,
that's in there. That's
red
so
band.
awesome.
and Doom Rising number 1 from the most recent Action Comics run that featured a whole lot of backups.
Oh man, 1051 to 1057. I love that they, it's creator centric and not leaving anything out too.
Mhm.
So nice.
Yeah. We're happy for you, Dan. We got the Nightshade Odyssey, which is the continuation of the Suicide Squad
Suicide
DC
Squad.
Final Slide. Suicide Squad 11 through 20, Annual number 1, Doom Patrol and Suicide Squad Special number 1, Flash 12, Manhunter 1 through 6, or 1 and 6, JLI 13, Deadshot 1 through 4, Checkmate number 1, and Checkmate number 8. I can't wait to do an overview of this when the time comes.
Oh, they're so good, man. You're in for a ride. They get better and better, especially after that Deadshot miniseries.
Mhm.
They're so good. The next one is
Yeah.
another Flash book.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is the tail end of Joshua Williams's Flash run, and also has one of my favorite stories in here as well. This is the Flash 70 through 88, 750 to 762, and 800. Annual number 3, Cybernetic Summer number 1 material, and Dark Knight's Death Metal, Speed Metal issue number 1. Although I will say for the Flash Omnibus Volume 3, I wish that this is just again a me thing. Josh Williamson wrote an Infinite Frontier issue number 0 story that I think should be added in here. But nonetheless, this is the end of an era, and on to Jeremy Adams right after this.
That is nuts that we have all this Flash collected in omnibus format.
Much love from Omni Nation in the chat for this
Mhm.
book. Nice.
The man wrote him over 100 issues. You don't have to hear
You
this.
don't ever hear, you don't ever hear someone doing that in comics much
Not
anymore.
these days. Absolutely not, man.
Yeah, good for Josh. Good for good for Carmine Di Domenico and all the amazing artists who are on that book. Continuing
That one,
on,
by the way, number 85 on the Tiger Eyes Most Wanted Pulse, just out of the top 60. Also, I missed saying a couple of them. What was that one we just came off of? The sorry, it fell out of my head. Oh, Dan Jurgens Action Comics was 246, so in the top half, actually slightly beaten by DC Universe by Alex Toth, which is at 221.
Thank you for that recap.
all right,
All right,
we got a
Injustice-
compact edition of Injustice: Gods Among Us. If you are a fan of the video game, you will probably like this. I mean, that's what I did. I found out that you could get comics on Google Play, and I bought the volume of this for like $25. But anyways, $9.99 now, 416 pages, collecting all of your one of Injustice.
All right, next up.
Nightwing by Dan Waters and Dexter Soy, a book that I already talked about earlier on this stream. Dan Waters is actually pulling some punches here with the continuity and also some characters that have appeared, and I'm actually very surprised by. We don't know the exact contents of this, but he and Dexter Soy and Francesco Francavilla on fill-ins are cooking up some pretty awesome stuff. Yeah, this is a Nightwing run for me, and I'm really happy that I'm reading it.
All right, I'll take
It's got
the
a
next
little
one.
bit of a scary vibe to it, which I really enjoy. There's like a little bit of like a body horror slight hint
like
there.
Bruce Jones Nightwing, like body horror. Remember that?
More in that, like the villains he's encountering. It starts off with a very kind of normcore, like, oh, there's problems with the police in Bloodhaven, and then it gets like progressively stranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this is the one that most people have been wanting for in big for a very, very, very long time. The first 6 issues of Man of Steel are being placed in an absolute format by none other than John Byrne.
So this book has shown up in the catalog before as an omnibus, and then it was unfortunately pulled from the catalog years ago. I think it was around that time when people started just losing faith in DC because they were pulling every single one of the books people got excited for in either an omnibus or absolute edition. And I don't know if Dustin is still here or not, but we did talk about this coming out in an omnibus format. And a lot of the issues with this is that the reason it was printed in a standard size hardcover and trade paperbacks in the past because they didn't have to do any restoration to the artwork.
Yeah.
Which is why they're doing this, I assume. I don't speak for DC. I just hear whispers in the dark from sometimes. But the Man of Steel 1 through 6 is the beginning of John Byrne's run. I don't know if they'll restore everything and if they're going to continue this absolute format. But having the first 6 issues of this restored is probably a good sign that eventually we will get this finally in the omnibus format because we have Exile, we have Brainiac Reborn, and we'll have the Triangle Years. So it gives me hope that we will have it, much like we'll have Alan Moore's Swamp Thing collected in an omnibus format.
I mean, it's a pretty historic miniseries. Now, I'm surprised it's not written by Jonathan Byrne.
I'm surprised it's just the first 6 issues of the mini series, or I mean, the only 6 issues, right? And not jumping into his run. I don't know if that's 200 pages.
200 pages,
It's about right.
That's about right.
It keeps it at $100, which I think is good.
I mean, that's the standard now for
it kind of makes sense because the moment you start to go into his ongoing stuff, where do you draw the line there?
You don't. You keep going.
Yeah, it's very self-contained as a 6-issue series, and I think
well, it's the beginning of like retelling the origin and setting the new status quo for every Kryptonian. Just one. All right, let's move on because
we have a couple last books to talk about. Book 1 of Aquaman by Jeff Johns. If you don't have the Omni yet, you want those book 1s, book 2s, or whatever, like they've been doing with Justice League, go ahead and check them out. Sea 13 is collected in here. All right, this is Jess's.
And it comes with a much love from Guillermo's. Gotta love this one.
The earlier 70s book was just an
you need a tranquilizer.
This is the.
I do. I need a sedative.
Do we? Before we let Jess have the microphone, who do we think has the much love here? Do we think?
I think
it's some
Guillermo.
Rando.
No, it's
Ralph.
Guillermo, dude. Me and him have been clicking all night.
Okay,
it's just some guy named Ralph.
Okay, all right, Lars.
Oh!
Where you at, Lars?
Well done. Well done.
Oh, we love it. But Jess, please tell me why.
Content for this one though, but I will try to get that as soon as possible from DC. Jess, tell me about this series. What do you like about this series?
What do you and Guillermo love about this
Batman?
series?
Guillermo and I agree that this is peak Bronze Age Batman. It was the very beginning of the Bronze Age. Denny O'Neil was writing Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern at the same time during this time period. So his writing's amazing. As I said, he introduces Talia and Ra's al Ghul. He made Denny O'Neil made Batman a much darker kind of creature of the night type thing again, like he was when he first was introduced. And it has all of the stories from the 1970 till whatever 1972 probably. And it has the unrestored, unrecolored, unre-inked, whatever. It has the original Neil Adams art, which I say is important because you look at comic book art up until Neil Adams started drawing, and you can see what a revolution and revelation his artwork really was. He said that if their comic book heroes actually existed, this is what they would look like. And it's just extraordinary, the difference between like 1968 and 1970. What he introduces is just brilliant stuff with brilliant, fun, interesting writing. And you'll, as with the DC Finest, is that what we saw DC Finest for this, or
this is an omnibus?
No, I mean earlier I said
it was a trade paperback.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a trade paperback. Okay.
Mhm.
You'll get the whole run and not just the Neil Adams drawn stories. So it'll all make sense as you go right through it. I did not think I would live, I'm not kidding, to see this book. I thought they were going to print the whole Silver Age and then get to this. But this is freaky. Cover date is December 1969. Okay. Well, that's a month away from 1970.
True.
But this is I'm the most excited I think I've ever been for a book to see this.
Jess, you could have just said this is the good bronze era.
Very good bronze. Yeah.
This is the good bronze.
Thank you, man, for breaking it down. Why you liked it.
Although it's a little, can you put the cover back up, please? It's wonderful art, but it's very confusing because Ra's al Ghul seems to be stripping off Batman's clothes, but Batman is still wearing his pants.
Well, that's the coloring.
Does he have two sets of pants?
You're Batman. You always come prepared. Of course,
I guess that's it. Because that way, if someone takes off his pants, no one will recognize his legs, and they won't go. Those are Bruce Wayne's legs.
He was banking on the fact that you'd be overwhelmed by his chest hair.
I am overwhelmed by his chest hair,
but you still notice the pants. Wow.
Yeah.
This is the battle of the chest on this cover, man.
I mean, when he comes out,
that's a lot of chest hair for Bruce.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in shaving. I can respect that.
Yeah, he must leave a rug on the floor when he comes out of the shower.
He's just like, I only shave my beard and that's it.
You're right.
The conversations we get into on this channel.
Well, these things are important, aren't they?
It's true.
This is called continuity. Yeah,
it is. It is.
I cannot wait to see the contents of that book.
I can't wait either.
Yeah,
but we do have the contents for this book. Which is DC Finest Green Lantern Hard Traveling Heroes, Green Lantern 76 to 82, Flash 191, and World's Finest Comics 201. Of course, this is the start of the Green Arrow Green Lantern mini duo rivalry, if you will.
And this one not sequential to the previous Green Lantern DC Finest. It's skipping one to get to this hotly beloved material.
I absolutely love this material, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jess feels the same, and Lars, not because they're the two oldest people here on the panel. But
no, thank you for mentioning that. But this doesn't quite have up to 600 pages, does it?
601. Well, it's going to be 600. They're gonna take out. Yeah.
Surely there's something missing. Yeah.
Well, they're missing 83 through 89, except for 88. It was a reprint issue, so they're missing 83 through 87 and then 89.
Surely this one's going to be longer. Yeah.
Yeah, it might actually turn out to be the next sequential one, and they've just left off some of the issues that lead up. It's clearly not the full content.
Yes, indeed.
It's really quick too how they're turning it around from the omnibus release. Surprised to know that, but very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be great. This is going to be how I collect. So I cannot wait for this to come out. Yeah.
Yes.
Wonder
Woman.
Perfect final book.
Perfect final book. Collecting issues 25 through 45 and annual number 2, just for Peter to be the happiest person on this planet that I can think of at $75, 552 pages of comic book material. Ending the stream.
That's it, Peter. Let your hair cascade freely.
I'm trying to give you Wonder Woman.
Cascade freely, like do it. Yeah,
like Diana. You are soaring like Diana.
I mean, this is extraordinary. Everybody knows my favorite Wonder Woman run. I was skeptical of picking up an omnibus because DC didn't have a lot of follow through back in the day when these omnibuses were first coming out. But we've had so many Wonder Woman omnibuses over the course of the past couple of years. I have confidence they're going to oversize her entire history. And so I am in now. We are going to do the full Wonder Woman omnibus bookshelf in addition to owning every floppy of every Wonder Woman issue.
Yoo! Awesome. I also, Omar, just unrelated. I just got a text from my friend. He and I chatted a couple of days ago. We called, but he just texted me. I am now going to be buying the Superman Brainiac Reborn omnibus after trashing it on our last call.
I was really hoping it was your friend
Jiro.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's how you say my name. That's great. I think clarifying what the content is really does a lot for people. All right, gentlemen, we have been on for almost 3.5
hours, but I would like to thank my wonderful panel for joining us on this escapade to talk about the spring 2026 books, and what better way to do it than these four fine people here. And again, a big thank you to all of them. To the person on my right is
Are we setting up? I was going to ask what everybody's favorite book
Oh,
is.
Yeah,
okay.
Where's
That's
our
right.
favorite ones?
Just run through the 171 of them real quick. Just scroll right scroll down real fast.
No, we're not going to do that.
Also, not having used the site before, are you only allowed to flood fill much love? You know, because like 3 different people could. Oh, can you say like much love and nothing else? I wonder.
That's how me and Guillermo sign off, man. 2 peas in a box.
It's very propaganda driven. You will only say this.
Propaganda driven. Can we stick on topic?
You will only say much love or nothing. Yes.
All right. What's the one book you're most excited for, Jess? I think I know yours.
Yep, you do. Bronze Age Batman #1.
Let me take a guess here. Peter, maybe Absolute Wonder Woman Historia.
Yeah, but also just all the finest. Because I'm all in. I'm ready. Any finest they announce is my new book that I'm the most excited for.
Okay, I was wrong. Any new book. Okay. Lars, Legion, I feel like you already have 5 years later.
I already have 5 years later. Come on. Let's get real.
You were not as angry as at some of these. I'm having a hard time reading you today. I don't know. What's the one book you're most excited for?
Purely by virtue that it exists. Shade the Changing Man.
Good answer. Good answer.
Purely by virtue that, you know, they're going for it after years. After years and years and years of kind of being a cock tease. Finally, DC is committing on this. Yeah. if not that, weirdly, the one that fills my heart with joy is the Zatanna one, which is bizarre. I have the soft cover, which is most of it,
and at least one of the variant covers.
Yeah, at least one. Actually, that's not a variant. That's not a variant cover. Dom got that wrong. It's not a variant cover.
Oh my God! Will you two stop? There goes monetization.
So Zatanna. Yeah.
All right. Dom, what about you, my friend? What's the one book you're most excited for out of this entire catalog?
I am very, very excited for those Green Lantern compendiums to come out. I like, oh my goodness, like to finally be able to get everything all in one succinct reading order and just have that at my fingertips on my shelf. I can replace my Omnis. Well, actually, no, I'm going to be double.
What? We don't talk about that kind of. That's nonsense.
You hired me to say this.
Right, not that part. You could have left that out. All right.
But yes, excited. Yeah.
And for me, it has to be Brainiac Reborn. I've been waiting a long time. I mean, Man of Steel, if I had been an Omni, I'm still
I was going to pick Man of Steel for you. So
but it's got to be Superman. Brainiac Reborn. I've been waiting so long. I can finally get rid of those crappy trade paperbacks that I've had that have fallen apart. I can't believe some of them are still intact.
Which one? Which book?
Brainiac Reborn. It's the gap filler between Exile and the Triangle Years.
I'm never upgrading the Man of Steel trades, the big chunky trades that I got from you.
That's right. That was our first interaction.
Interaction in the back alley. Yeah.
No, there wasn't any back alley transactions, Lars. Not that kind of transaction.
He wouldn't even sell it to me for the price he was asking. He said, "You need to learn to negotiate." And I'm like,
I taught him how to haggle.
He taught me how to haggle.
Man did not know how to haggle. I didn't know they made people like that. So I teach him how to haggle. All right. Now, Dom, you can sign us off.
I am not only happy to have had this amazing panel and conversation with 4 wonderful folks, but I also want to thank the chat for joining along with us on the ride and talking about all of these books. You are what make this channel and this experience possible. And if you haven't yet, be sure to smash that like button, Minties, so that maybe we can get some more stuff later along the way. But again, thank you to a wonderful panelist. We're going to kick it off with the person to my right. Who are you? Where can people find you?
I am the adorable Omnidog. You can find me on Omnidog's Vault, home of the Bronze Age Omnibus.
Home of the Bronze Age Omnibus, the good Bronze Age. Good Bronze Age.
All Bronze Age.
All Bronze Age.
Okay.
And a content creator who collects every single age or whatever comic age. The person to their right.
I am Crisis spelt with a K. I've been just on the verge of celebrating 25 years at crushingcrisis.com and 15 years of having some of the most comprehensive comic guides on the internet. We're just a couple weeks away. I'm so happy. As I've said, I'm not joking. I've been reading every DC new comic book for 2 years now, waiting for a chance to get to be on a stream with Dom to talk about all of them, because nobody talks about DC like Dom does on the internet. So I'm just very, very grateful to have been a part of it.
25 years. If you'd murdered someone, you'd be out by now.
And yet I'm still serving my life at that blog.
You're still grinding away in the prison library.
In the word mines.
Yeah.
It's a cool word mine. Yeah, check out Crisis, and very much honored. Too many flattery words, so I will not take any of it. To the person beneath me is my boss, who is...
I'm the Uncanny Omar. Again, longtime viewer, first time panelist. Grew up watching this group of people. And, I'm proud of today. I'm really proud of this. Thank you. Thank you for having me. You may see me again. I don't know. I'll wait for my invite.
We started the channel when you were just a glint in your father's eye.
I wish I was that young.
Indeed. And the person cooking right next to Omar is none other than
Lars Pearson, publisher and editor-in-chief of Norwegian Press. Please check out our Doctor Who Timeline, A History, which I co-write with Lance Parkin. It's over 1 million words of Doctor Who goodness. I'm very sorry that my softbox light gave out in the middle of us doing this panel, so I'm not as brightly lit, angelic, and sexy as I normally am.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a terrible war, so what can you do?
That's the word that we're using.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is it, everybody. Thank you so much. Be sure to tune in for more updates. And what's the thing that you say, Omar? Ding.
Where much love.
No.
Guillermo seems to be taking that one from me.
Much love from Guillermo.
Much love.
Guillermo, reach out to us.